get the clap.
Why did you do that?
All right. And so
Action.
So, last we left off, you had all entered the town of Stillport, where you met a banshee, not a wraith, but a banshee. Who?
I'm sorry. Can you just make sure it says recording at the bottom? There's a timer.
Is it not?
Bottom right of the screen.
Live 000 recording and yeah.
Okay. Yep, we're good.
It says recording and it's like a
Numbers are taken away.
My bad.
So I believe last we left off, you guys had entered the town of Stillport, met a banshee who wanted to help get revenge on the head priest of the town, his brother, the mayor, a local a local thug, and a local singer. And instead of doing all of the missions demanded upon you via the goddess whom you're working for, you said, fuck that, let's help a banshee get vengeance. It's pretty awesome in its own right, so let's help a banshee
We are bad guys.
get some vengeance. Yes, you are. You, in order to get the woman's voice, you've already collected the eyes of the mayor, whom you kidnapped. You have set up to collect the hands of the thug, and you now have are in the party in order to get the voice of the singer who is performing at the party. So I don't know where my notes are. So
Alex was just about to duel a fox.
Duel, and
Yes,
you sprayed
Alex.
the perfume of the banshee.
Yeah, that's how we.
Alex
Banshee by
decided-
Victoria's Secret.
He is about to fight a fop, isn't he? A nobleman, yes.
There's nothing noble about him.
Here it is. I gotta get a notebook just dedicated to this shit, because this gets so...
We have
How
a
do you
bunch
not
laying
have one?
around.
Yeah, alright, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, as he was about to duel,
You gotta say it differently.
everybody...
Duel.
I don't understand the dialect without it.
I believe one of you guys hinted that Valerie should sing, or Vanessa should sing, the singer that the ghost wants the voice of. And so, she began to sing, Vanessa Talbot, yes. She began to sing as everyone gathered around, and Amanda opens the perfume bottle containing the banshee. Just as I believe a woman was asking, like, oh, may I, sample that fragrance? And you were like, of course. And you, of course. So, we'll pick up from there. The sweet, beautiful song of Vanessa Talway, a wonderful voice. Beautiful woman, beautiful voice, fantastic. Everyone seems to be enjoying it. Some drunk, some a little bit talking here and there. But all seem to be enjoying what's happening here. And as you pop the cork on this little perfume bottle, the woman, this random noblewoman, goes to partake of the scent.
How's
And you
it
see
smell?
her nose crinkle up, and she kind of looks sort of aghast at you, but you can tell she's not looking at you anymore. She is looking at this horrific, ethereal thing coming out of the perfume bottle. She's kind of like, the rest of her, the lower half of her body is sort of
Like a genie.
inside, like a genie inside of the perfume bottle, but the rest of her billowing cloaks and all the rags kind of floating up as her sharp little fingers extend out before you. Her hair flows wildly, and the woman kind of, and before the noblewoman can even scream, some other people begin to notice the banshee herself, Anna, or whatever, lets out a horrific shriek. Awful, awful fucking scream.
Does this hurt us too?
I need everybody to make a constitution check. Yeah, here you go. Go ahead and pull some dice out there.
19, so that's a crit. So I
Good.
kill the banshee. Plus Constitution 2. 21.
7.
7? You rolled a 7 total? Okay.
What is this Constitution?
This is a Constitution.
Is it a save or just a roll?
It's a save. It's a save.
A 12.
You're dead.
Okay.
6.
6? Oh dear.
Well, I was close to her anyway, so it kind of makes sense anyway. That's stupid.
Stop.
Is it Maryland?
Maryland. Yeah.
Just let them know.
Who's
Sammy's not okay.
Hello? No, not him. Who's this? Okay. Oh.
You've been called by the
They
same
call me
wrong
fucking constantly.
Who is this?
Looking for a Mr. Carr.
Did she say I'm sorry?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wouldn't let her off. I just wanted to laugh.
Oh, I'm sorry. Someone please get rid of this number.
Okay, so Alex, you rolled a
21.
Okay. And you rolled a 12,
Yeah.
and you rolled a...
6.
Okay, so as you pop the cork, the banshee emerges. She lets out this horrific shriek, and Amanda, the mischievous part of you, is like, that's fucking awesome. Jeff, you're probably indifferent to the whole situation. You're probably just like, oh, banshee. And Alex, you're probably not even paying attention, I assume. Right in the face of the nobleman. As you sneeze into his mouth. And you, while laughing to yourself,
Trying to get inside
this
his mind.
banshee wails. Alex, the noise reverberates through your fucking skull, through your body. You kind of instinctually clench your ears, but it still like brings you to the ground. In just the agonizing fucking pain of it. As you take... You take just 9 points of damage.
Oh, cool.
But you can feel like a nosebleed from the shriek, the loudest noise you've ever heard, and you've been pretty close to bombs. But whatever this was, it wasn't just loud, it like pierced your very soul, and it just hurt. And you see people dropping around you, just convulsing on the ground. You're like, what the fuck? And you look up, Amanda and Jeff. So what happens to, well, Esther and Astride. Esther, you sit there and you're probably thinking to yourself, I've never really heard a banshee wail before. I wonder what it's, and as she screams, it, like with him, reverberates through your very skull, harming, like I said, not even your ears, but like your very soul. It hurts, like almost like your life force. It is like clutching with its scream. You feel this horrible dread and sorrow and anger flow through you all at once in this barrage. You're feeling almost like another creature's intense emotions tenfold, amplified by this wail. And it not only drops you to your knees and you try to get up and try to withstand it, but it just, boom, hits you and you are completely unconscious. Drop to 0 hit points. You are completely out, and now you're on death saving throw sort of territory. Amanda, much the same. You were very close in proximity to her, and when she screams, you don't have a whole lot of time. You just feel like the life force drained from you, and you just feel this chilling, horrible, just creeping hands of death grip you as you just fall to the ground convulsing, and you are unconscious and at 0 hit points. Alex,
90 damage.
the security, the nobles, what?
That was 90 damage.
Is it a
Oh no, that's what she does. It doesn't matter how much you have. If you fail the DC, if you fail to save, you will just die.
Good.
Yep. So that's how awful she is. Now, you're not dead, you're just unconscious and at 0 hit points. So you need to be revived or succeed in your saving throws. Alex, as you, the wailing, horrible noise, your eyesight's kind of blurry, but you start to get a little, get up on your feet and sort of look around, and you see everyone is either on the ground, dead, or convulsing currently. Your 2 party mates are also down, just like all the nobles, in the sea of bodies. What was like 50 people and like around about like 12 security. The security are just fucking out, gone.
And the guy was dueling.
Oh my god, demolished. I would say
Brain juice is out of his ears.
I would say out of all the security, roll. Did it work for you?
What?
Let me drop my health.
3 security guys remain. That's it, and they're just because they're like a little hardier, but the rest are dead. So just 3 people who have weapons currently are getting up, and I'm like, what the fuck? And you can see they're looking around for the Banshee, and they can see her up on the stage, hovering over the sort of convulsing and clutching at her chest singer,
Okay.
Vanessa Talloway, as the Banshee just sort of floats above her, like just horrific with her hair out. The security men are currently moving in towards her location, pulling out. They look like they all have sidearms. Your party members are down. What would you like to do?
Is there anything I could do for them at the moment?
Do you have any kind of healing?
No, I don't have any bandages. That's it. Like field med kits and shit. All right, then I want to take aim at the security that's like heading towards her, and shoot the closest guy to her.
All right, roll to hit.
14.
14.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that hits. They're not wearing any armor, and they're not really paying attention to you because you aren't the most dangerous thing right now. So,
Oh wait, that's my unarmed.
go ahead and roll.
It was +9, so it's even higher.
All right, so go ahead and roll damage.
I think this is it. 7.
7. Okay. So you boom, kind of clip one of their shoulders as he's like, oh, and he turns around and starts firing off at you. You have 3 more attacks if you'd like to use them.
17 +9, and then 9 damage.
Okay.
I'll shoot again. 11, 20, and then damage. 7.
Okay. Well, wait. The second shot was a 9
Yes.
for damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you go right through his shoulder as he turns around and starts firing. As you fire up into his neck, and he's and kind of starts dropping to the ground, bleeding. One of the other security guards hears the shot, turns around, and starts firing at you. You have 1 more attack before he
Then
drops.
I'll
So
shoot at him.
what was your hit for that?
7.
For the third one?
7.
Oh, 7 to hit?
Yeah.
No, so you, and the shot just kind of goes wide as he fires off.
Oh no, not to hit. It was a 20 to hit.
Oh!
I thought you meant
A
damage.
natural 20?
No.
Oh,
not
okay.
natural.
Alright. So it was 7 damage?
Yeah.
So you, and you kind of, you can see he's sort of wearing some sort of ballistic vest as it just, kind of hurts, and he starts firing off at you. That does not hit you. He misses. I would say, actually, because of that,
Roll to fight.
he said, fuck! And you can
Oh,
see his
shit.
gun jam, so he starts racking it.
Worst thing ever, worst thing
The
ever.
other guard is like, fuck that, and starts going straight for the Banshee and just pop, 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 and fires as you see the bullets go, and she just and kind of turns to him. What kind of horrific shit can Banshees do? Okay. So you see her kind of just turn to him and just sort of make her horrible throat
Sound.
vacuum just sort of like rattle out of her throat, and he just and he just fucking runs away. Feared. He is sprinting in another direction. So, would you like to let him run? Because that is his turn.
No. Actually, I'm gonna fire 3 times into his back.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit. All right.
19,
Okay.
7 damage. 17,
Boom. That is.
11 damage.
1 more for fun.
17, Oh shit, that's zero.
Shoulder.
15 damage
So
in the
you-
back of the head.
You shoot him once, and it kind of rips through his shoulder, which at first he was running like this, and he's like, ah, and his arm is sort of limp at his side. You fire, and the other shoulder gets hit, and he's Jim Carrey running through, running away, trying to get to the fence, and he gets to the fence, and it's like, as his head just fucking explodes from the last, all over the beautiful metal gates of this fine, beautiful establishment now writhing with bodies and the
It
dead.
reminds me of Ghost Ship.
Yeah,
They all
no, I
get
definitely
cut in
have
half.
that vibe.
Oh yeah, the dance
Yeah.
floor. Where the little girl dancing with
Yeah.
the whole time. All right, so you guys need to roll death saving throws.
What is that, Constitution?
I don't know how to do that. Is it just
I
a
don't know how
20?
death saving throws work. Hold on.
Well,
Well,
Hold
we're
on.
dead.
D&D 5e death saving throw. Rolling 1 or 20 when you make a death saving throw, and roll a 1 on the d20, it counts as 2 failures. If you roll a d20, so you just roll a d20, you regain 1 hit point. Damage to do. If you take any damage while you have 0 hit points, you suffer a death saving throw failure. So,
Or can you get 5 failures?
no, I
I see
think
3 on here.
you,
Then you guys are dead.
hold on.
how do you win them?
I'm looking it up.
I guess just not
There's no
roll
way.
a 1.
No.
That
Because
can't be it.
it's a certain number because there are times when like they get downed and they don't get back up and
Yeah,
they
that's
fail
what
it.
I'm thinking. Yeah.
It's if you
I mean,
roll-
we could just say plah, and anything above a 10 is a success. Anything below a 10 is a failure.
Hold on.
Something like that.
Seems a lot less complicated that
So
way.
it's when we start our turn, we make a throw. Is it our turn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't really have you roll for initiative because everyone's pretty much dead. I knew
2.
If the roll is a 10 or higher, you succeed. Otherwise, you fail.
that's 1 failed death saving
11.
throw. That's a success. That's 1 save.
Bubblegum comes out.
You're still down. I'm pretty sure, right?
You're just not
But am I
dead.
okay?
Yeah. You're stabilizing.
Which you have 1 health point now? Something?
0. They're both at 0. They will. Jeff is on death's
I'm
door.
choking on
He
blood.
missed 1. If he loses 2 more death saving throws, he's fucked. If anybody hurts you when you're in this
It's
condition,
another.
it's
loss.
another complete loss to your thing, and it's super easy to kill people who are
Mhm.
unconscious like this. What would you like to do? Anything in particular? Or?
Well, I mean, I can't really help them, right?
No,
So
they have no
you're
actual
unconscious.
wounds. They're not bleeding.
Yeah.
They're just like Amanda's like convulsing from how intense it was. You can see her veins like out, and Esther is just.
I want to
completely
shout at the
out.
Banshee, like, can you undo this for them too?
In a minute. And she just reaches, and you see Vanessa not completely gone like everyone else. Just, please don't. And she just, oh no mercy for you. And she reaches her hand into her throat. You see it goes right through, no blood, no anything. And she, and then you see the blood burst out of her throat, just as it starts spinning, and the Banshee just
Oops.
laughing as she rips, and now the flesh erupts out as she rips from Vanessa's throat some sort of mangled flesh mass in her
Larynx.
hand, just blood going down her form, almost giving color to her, like, see-through kind of form.
Cortana.
As she sort of, and she pushes it into the hole in her throat and just
Law. Do I sound beautiful again?
You sound amazing.
As I should. Oh, yes, of course.
and she flies over. You can now hear sirens in the distance as, God, in this night you really fucked this town over. Their mayor is gone, the city
It's
hall is
gone.
on fire, and now this whole bunch of people just died. So, she flies over to you guys and just, and reaches her hand into each of their chests. And you just, and it felt like someone literally grabbed your heart and went, and started like, yeah, like I can't remember what they're called, like heart compressions or something, where they try to get your heart to beat again. That's what she
Yeah.
did. So you're like,
like
like,
defibrillator.
yeah,
So-
kind of like a defibrillator where
Yeah.
it gets your heart to beat, except you can do it with your bare hands. They'll do it sometimes to
Yeah.
people, but it's like, I don't think it works a lot. But either way,
It
it
sounds
worked
like
today.
like 1 in every 10 rare surgeries.
Yeah, but they're like, uh-oh! Hit it! Like, wake it up! Oops. So, you guys are back up. You're awake.
Yeah.
You're alive.
That sucks.
I'm gonna say you're each at like 10 hit points, so
Okay.
you're just like, oh, like groggy, and you feel fucking terrible.
We can get ice cream.
There's nothing on the other side.
And you hear sirens in the distance. You can't just canon my world like that. You can't just make that canon.
I just did, bitch.
Holy shit about God! Oh, that ain't shit.
That ain't shit.
There's nothing on the other side. So,
Not for you.
Ah.
you were just unconscious, not dead.
Me?
No, you were both just unconscious. You weren't dead.
Well, that was
You can outright-
terrible.
I have
Right.
a thing actually. She didn't have to do that. If I succeed on a death saving throw, I regain hit points I rolled.
On one?
Yeah,
Look
and
at that.
if
I
I
did not know
do
that.
that to them, I can do that to them. Like I can give them life
Get the fuck out,
if
really?
I save them.
Well,
Is that
that'd
a
be-
warlock thing?
I think so.
That'd be
Well, that's
useful
cool.
in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. Thank you. I'll remember that. So you would have been able to get up and
Is that a-
resuscitate.
A feature?
No, as soon as I get back in, it's
I didn't arm myself at all and stuff like that. At least I don't think.
Oh, I
wait.
could wrap a
Something
bandage
like
on you.
Oh, I could have used my high charisma for my throws. I learned something new every day.
That's right.
Don't kill me.
So, what are you guys doing? There are sirens in the distance coming closer.
We gotta
There are
get out of here.
sirens, kind of, a lot of sirens tonight.
Can I pick up the perfume bottle and like look at the banshee and kind of nudge towards the bottle, like let's get out of here?
And she,
Yes, of course.
and she flies inside.
I can get another portal back to the mausoleum up inside the building. We'll set this bitch on fire again. Burn the place down around us.
Yes.
And escape with
Let's do it.
Fucking awesome. Yep.
Alright, you want to
So-
check the bodies for any money?
Yeah, I guess.
Get
I
reimbursed.
Oh.
Get reimbursed for our tuxedos.
So
We're still in Dumb and Dumber tuxedos.
Yeah. So, relatively unstained or anything. Still looking nice. No blood on them because you didn't get any blood.
I'm
on
sorry
them.
you didn't get your duel.
It's okay.
Me too.
You look over at his dead, fat little body. It's just completely dead. So, I mean, you won, I guess. Sort of.
I wanna
You're making the symbol.
take the buckles off his shoes.
Okay.
Golden buckles.
Astrid, are you doing anything?
No.
No?
No.
just kind of
I'm done.
kicking bodies? Oh, yeah, probably pissed. As you're making the circle inside the house, you said?
I want to say like just like against near a wall, something that will collapse on it.
You go, okay, so you go to like a weaker kind of feeling wall, and you start like making the circle. Alex, you're checking bodies for money, removing the buckles nastily from this man's boots, is kicking him a little, and so you won't have time to search everybody because the sirens
Get
are
it?
coming, and he'll be done.
Everybody.
Hey! But I'll let you know. So you are finding money. Oh, you're finding money and jewelry. What are you looking for specifically? Just cash.
Any kind of
or-
metal that I could sell, cash.
All right. So, Jeff,
Mm-hmm.
as you were sitting there making it, you hear a clatter upon the ground next to you. You look over and you see a terrified like servant, like a butler or something, and he's like, "Oh my goodness!
Leave no witnesses.
Oh my gosh! Whoa! Whoa!" And he starts backing up towards the
Immolation.
door. You don't need to roll to hit for that. So, okay, so you just look at him as he's whoa. Okay, all right, and he starts backing up towards the door, like, let's all just be cool, and he just he just erupts into fire. He misses the front door, crashes into some drapes and into the living room as you hear the fire spreading.
The magic fire.
Yeah, upon to the oh god. The magic fire that can't be put out, isn't it? Oh no, this is what happened last time. So he's just rolling around on this beautiful like plush carpet as it's just like igniting underneath him. So like, all right, sweet. I don't even need to set the house on fire. And in a couple of minutes, your thing is up to go. Alex, I wouldn't say that you're too familiar with what gems are worth and what they're not, what certain necklaces are worth. So you're probably going for the obvious shit: gold, shiny things, diamonds, if you can, pearls. So I'm gonna say, in the time that you're just snagging things, you find. Do you have anything to write down?
That's what I'm doing right now.
All right, you find 3 pearl necklaces. I'm gonna say probably like 6 diamond earrings, a ruby necklace, a Rolex watch, and $10,000 worth of like gold. Because this was like some fucking rich ass people you guys just took out. So their pockets, all of them had a lot of money on them. Like each of them probably,
I have to blow my
over
nose.
1,000
Money.
each person. Yeah, basically, yeah. Not all of them were super high names, but they're well off enough in the business and in
Tip the
noble
valet,
shit
$5,000.
yeah, like, oh, here's a Christmas card for fucking $1,500. I'm like, what? So,
No,
the portal is ready. He's still outside just robbing bodies.
Team, we're ready to go whenever you're ready. I want to call out.
Alrighty.
Sneak, if you're around here, we're going back to the mausoleum.
Okay. He's right next to you.
Good thing I...
You see him come into form as he's got a bunch of rings on his fingers, like rich people rings.
All
A
right.
couple of their fingers are missing.
If he goes invisible, can we still see the rings?
No,
Okay.
no. He's able. That's why, like, he wears like a little like cloth garbage clothes. You can't see that either.
Before we leave, I want to cast a minor illusion above like the entrance gates, like a big like shining sign of Draxia right over the gates, and it'll last like a minute. So
Okay.
As
The sirens are here. They're
Yeah.
very close. Yeah.
Sorry.
So you, as you hear the cars kind of screech to a halt at this magical thing, buying you a couple extra seconds as you all leap into the thing as the fire starts like consuming the floor, even the roof above you. And yeah, so you rush through and boom, 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 you're all out in the mausoleum.
Did you make any money back on our tuxedo rentals?
Yeah, what did that cost you? Like 15 cents? Something like
It
ridiculous.
ran me dry, so
Not really.
throw me a bone here. I got $2,000 from the wallet.
There's nowhere for you to put any of this, so he's stuffing it in his pockets right now. Actually, roll a sleight of hand. Let's see how well you can hide what you just bought, what you just grabbed.
Wait 1 sec.
I'm pretty sure you have pretty high sleight of hand.
Yeah, I have
They
plus
rolled
7.
a
That's a 17.
17?
Yeah.
Roll perception.
My God, I'm rolling shit under 10.
He's slipping a pearl necklace into one of the pouches on like his like, oh no, you don't have, into your tuxedo shit, and just
Well,
like
I have my armor under my tuxedo.
so you're shoving it in there in between. There's like some of them peeking out, but you just are completely oblivious as you're like, God, nothing? You didn't find anything?
That's such a shame.
Nope. He just slips some more in there.
Sneak, throw me a ring. Neat.
He throws another one at your head.
Thank you, that's enough.
He starts throwing things.
I'm gonna pull out
All
the
right,
perfume.
whatever. I'm not getting paid, so I'll take it.
I'm gonna pull out the perfume bottle and spray the banshee out.
Only because we have
Spray
heavy
the
purchases
banshees.
as we
So
go.
you, and she, yeah, and so you pops out. She goes, you could have just taken off the cap. God, that really hurts.
Sorry.
Oh, listen to how good I sound. I sound like a person again. And you see the fleshy sort of like vocal cords inside of the tear in her throat as they kind of vibrate as she speaks. I don't know how vocal cords work, but I'm just going to pretend that that's how they work. All of your zombies are still just... The little girl is just kind of slapping the stone wall mindlessly. They're all just like... and there's a small pile of riches in the corner that a Sneak has collected. And there you are in the sirens in the distance of the night. Some yells here and there. What would you like to do?
Well, we only have one more target left, right?
You do.
Well, except for the priest.
And that's you have the priest himself, and you have the
And-
thug.
We're meeting him
Wait,
tomorrow night.
did we get Ben's eyes? We did that, right?
Yeah, he did
Okay.
surgery in the mausoleum.
His name was Toss.
I remember, I
No,
remember.
Mule. Vander Toss was your
Name.
no your
Your connection.
connection.
Ah.
Yeah. Mule is Daniel Mule. So, what would you guys like to do?
Guess you should rest up since you used your thing.
You are feeling pretty haggard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that
been,
would
been a
be
long night.
great.
It's been a long day.
Are you gonna stay here?
I don't think we really have a choice. I think we have to.
We could go back to that fish place.
Yeah, no one knows we were there. It's not like we're.
We could
in
return
trouble.
the suits.
Do you want to go run the guy down for our money?
Oh wait.
Yeah.
We should go back there and we should probably kill that man.
Because he knows us.
Well, I could just say we never made it to a party. We gotta return these suits.
I guess.
Yeah, no one will check up on that.
The party
Do I
that
have to-
everyone died at.
Oh, I just didn't go.
Alright, I could go kill
You
him while
dropped 15
Oh,
grand
you
on
guys
these
rest
seats.
up.
Yeah,
And then you can get your money back.
It's
Yeah.
been like 3 hours and everyone's dead.
We got lost.
We came down with
It's
pancakes
a
and broken
straightaway.
We
I
never went.
watched
Why are you
you
doing
walk
that? So,
So I have to go take care of that loose end.
Yeah, let's go.
are you all going?
I'm down.
Okay. All right. So you are you still wearing the suits?
Sure.
I mean, I'm gonna take mine off and put in the little hanger thing.
Okay, you're gonna get a disadvantage to any stealth rolls while wearing a bright ass orange tuxedo. with
Kind
a
of like
top hat.
track jacket it off and put it on the hanger like he does.
That was a good idea. Rip away suits.
Yeah. Do you really just
No.
You take it off.
Yeah.
All right. So you take it off. You throw it into the crypt. Sneak is immediately in it, just and ruffling inside of it, wearing the top hat. He now believes it is his. Yeah, I
You
would
paid me
think
for
that
it.
you would
It is
understand.
his.
Knowing goblins, he believes that it is his now.
You might have an issue getting your suit back, but
I
mean,
can live with that.
Yeah.
So you exit out into the beautiful night in Stillport. A bit livelier than you remember it when you first entered. The nightlife seems to be more exciting. There are 2 fires going, so that's cool. The one at the mayor's house hasn't completely died down because the fire doesn't really get
Go
put out
out.
easily. And the one at the noble's mansion off in the distance is bright, and you can tell the whole house is engulfed.
Good.
But luckily, neither the city hall or the nobleman's house is anywhere near the shop that you're going to, which I believe is right by the docks.
Yeah.
So you begin making your way through the town. There's not a lot of people out. There's not a lot of people like to hang out at night at Stillport. Not that it's dangerous, but people just like to go to bed. You know, man, they don't like to be out at night. It's not even pretty outside. So, but there are more guards. The guards are a little bit more lively. They're actually checking streets and stuff as you guys start to notice. They're patrolling a little bit more frequently.
They're over
like
here, not
vehicles and
by the
stuff.
wreckages.
They're everywhere. You basically kick the hornet's nest, and there's a lot of them out like, what the fuck just happened? And they look like they are looking for people. They have spotlights. They have like cars going by with like not big ones. You know the ones that cops have on
Yeah.
there. Yeah. So they're just kind of like checking. Some of them are knocking door to door, talking to people.
I want to be disguised as the person I was when I spoke to the priest earlier in the day. At least
Okay.
until we get closer to the shop.
Okay. All right. So
Or they're, like I'm assuming between the mausoleum and the city, I could do that.
So you don your disguise. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right. You're just gonna be a tiefling, and you don't. You're dressed in your shit, right? You're not your powder blue suit. Okay. So you guys start making your way. As you go through, a patrol car does pull up to you guys whilst you're walking. And
I left all my loot back at the mausoleum, by the way.
Yeah. You're not in your powder blue suit?
No.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I assumed you didn't carry a bunch of stolen
No.
shit with you. So, the car stops. Excuse me. And a guard, one of the guards steps out, and you can see there's like 2 more, just kind of standing outside the car, just sort of looking around. And he goes, "Sorry to bother you folks. Just wondering where are you going tonight?"
We're seeing we're headed to midnight mass. Is that a thing? Okay, evening services.
He's stupid. Midnight mass.
It's a couple hours past the
I didn't know that.
evening mass.
It's not available.
Wait, what was that animal in the ocean?
Sea hag.
Oh, we're gonna go see the sea hag, sir.
You're gonna go see the sea hag?
Yes, sir.
Roll deception.
What time of day is it, by the way?
Yeah, I didn't.
Nighttime.
Like what
13.
time though?
13.
There's a difference between like 9 p.m. nighttime and 1 a.m.
4 a.m.
Oh,
Like, does it look weird that we're walking out?
Of a
Is
crazy.
it
He
like
said the
4
nightlife
a.m.?
was lively.
Oh.
He
it's
said
not
that.
lively.
that was,
I said it's the opposite of lively. It's lively because there are fires
Yeah,
and
no,
cops
that was, like,
everywhere.
sarcastic.
Because people are terrified. Yeah, that was sarcasm.
Oh, well,
It's
you
not
gotta
a
be
very
more-
lively place. I'm gonna say probably around closer to like 1 in the morning at this point.
Okay.
So what was it? It was past dusk when you went to the party, right?
I don't remember.
You know
I
what?
thought it was like 7 o'clock.
No,
You know what?
yeah, 7 p.m.
You know what? You're right. I would say it's closer to probably just 10.
Okay.
9 or 10 right now. I would say you spent a couple of... you challenged the guy right away, though. Because you spent a little while getting your suits on and shit. So let's say it's 10 o'clock, so it's not super late right now. The sea hag, huh?
Yeah.
He's got you believing those tales. Alright.
What do you mean believing?
We've checked. There's no sea hag, sir.
Are you sure?
Well, we can find out for ourselves.
I mean, it's kind of a fun piece of tourism, isn't it?
That's
Even
why
if it
we're
is.
here.
Look, there's a lot going on right now, and I really prefer it if you all just...
Well, no, I want to know about the sea hag.
Concern?
Why don't you think it's real?
There's a lot going
We've
on.
checked.
concern.
There's no evidence that there's a sea hag.
He's a
There's nothing to be-
non-believer.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
You're a non-believer.
Okay.
The sea hags are gonna take over this damn city.
Where are you folks staying? You're
At
not
the
from around
fishy,
here, I
the
can
fishy fish.
The fat fish.
The
tell.
fat fish.
Fishing.
That's where they tell us about the sea hags.
Yeah, I know. Well, I guess I can't really stop you. Just head straight back there. All right.
All right.
It's,
Is everything okay?
we got a couple
You're
fires.
telling me that we don't have to worry about a sea hag so much that I think that we may need to worry about a sea hag.
I can assure you, there is no sea hag.
Are you wait?
The silent menace.
Do you
I
see
think
that
he's-
smile?
I think
What?
he's
The
looking.
silent menace.
I think they're looking for a sea hag,
We are
and they're
not-
trying to trick us.
So we're not looking for the sea hag.
All right. No, I got you. Wink, wink.
One of the
I got
other
right back
guards
home
just like
without the sea hag.
laughing at this point out of this. He's trying to deal
Steady
with
the
this.
situation.
There is no sea hag.
Wink. Yeah.
Everything is fine. Please go home.
Oh.
This
no
is not the
sea
night to
hag.
Sea hag. They're listening, right? I mean,
Your microphone. I got you.
Go home.
Is it safe?
Yes, we are.
Then why do we need to go home right now?
why are you stopping us?
Why?
We know our rights.
There have been a couple fires lately.
Poking the hornets.
Not as a sea hag. There's been a couple of fires. All right. And we just want to make sure that everything is all right and that there's no foul business.
Are sea
So
hags known to
please-
make fires?
I don't know.
Are sea hags flammable?
All right.
Are sea hags? Yes, everything's flammable.
Well, the guard who's still kind of sitting back by the car goes, all right, Johnson, you had your fun. Hey, you three, home now.
Yes, sir.
And you go, yes, sir, and start walking towards the fat fish. And as he was like, I had that, sir. He goes, yeah, you had that. Come on, get back in the car.
Flammable sea
You
hags.
sea hag that.
As you make your way back towards now.
We can get out
It's
of
still in the
any
same direction
situation.
as the Fat Fish Inn.
Yeah.
The Fat Fish Inn is by the docks, and so is the store. So before you're, as you start making your way towards the Fat Fish Inn, you just kind of duck off to a side street, and there you see that there is the storefront, and it is flipped to the closed sign. The lights are still on
Throw a garbage can
When did
through
it
the
when did it close? What time?
at 10.
He's still here.
The lights are still on.
I'm gonna knock on the glass.
So you're
I go
looking-
into like the alley.
You knock in the glass. All right, you go into the alley next to the house. As you walk into the alleyway, you can tell
a lot of the other people are either asleep or like watching TV or they're just in bed. Nobody's really out, which is odd for nightlife in like a populated area. There's like not a lot of people out, but there are a lot of guards. And as you're walking back, there is a back door to his store, as there appears to be like 2 garbage cans over here, where people, you know, he can leave out his garbage and bring it to the curb. So there is a door and there is 1 window on the side area. You knock on the front door. Amanda, where are you? Or Astride, rather.
I'll stay out front.
Okay, so you're out front with him. And you knock on the front door, and from behind the counter you can see through the thing the man peek out. And he comes walking over. Hello?
Is the door open?
Like a little bit, yeah. He like opens it. Yeah.
I'm gonna stick my hand in there, pry it open, and walk in.
Oh my goodness!
I'm gonna close it behind me and lock it.
God.
And I'm gonna unholster my gun. I'm gonna go over to the lights and turn them off, and I say, hands where I can see them.
Oh my goodness! What is this all about?
We want a refund.
Zoriel sales are final.
Did he say it like that all calm?
Yes. Is
You
it
don't
worth
do
your life? I want to intimidate him.
Roll intimidation. Pretty scared already. But you're messing with his business.
Sales are final.
20.
20 for intimidation.
Not natural, but
He
plus
pees
1 on.
himself as you see, like you know, clearly darker stain on his pants. Certainly. Come right back here. And he starts walking behind the counter, hands still totally up.
I want to get behind the counter before him just to see underneath if there's any kind of weapons built.
No,
Alright.
not at all. And so he goes back there and he pulls out a small like lockbox from underneath the thing. His hands are trembling terribly as he's just. Listen, I didn't see you. No one needs to know about this. Oh, Astride got me. Give me strength. And he gives you the lockbox. It has the quote-unquote gold, but the silver bars that you gave him, so the 15,000 that you gave him totally, as well as another like 3,000 on top of that from some other sale. So a lot of gold and silver in here. This is a high-end tailor.
Can I peek in the window?
You
I
peek in the
see.
window and you just see Alex fucking strong
Was
arm
it
robbing him.
2 bricks or was it 1 brick that we used? Oh, it was 1. Just 1, right? The other brick I gave to the other guy. Yeah, I'm just
Take
thinking. I'm just
everything.
thinking out loud.
Yeah, it's the one
Maybe.
fake brick in half.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna stick a gag in his mouth so he can't scream, and I'm gonna zip tie his hands behind his back. I'm gonna walk him out to the back door where Jeff is.
Oh, I didn't.
Oh,
I didn't know.
who are you? Because you don't look like a
Yeah.
Drow.
Just a concerned citizen.
Oh God!
All right.
What are you gonna do to me?
So should we make this guy disappear?
No, don't do that.
I don't think we can trust him.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I will tell you to
What
Take
did
the
he say?
sock out of his mouth.
I won't tell anybody. I swear.
I want to use disguise myself, and I want to disguise myself as him.
Are you gonna steal my life? Are you gonna black swan me, you bitch?
Yes, we're gonna
Spit to
pretend
your
to be-
I want to slap him across the face.
She's gonna pretend to be you to be a shitty little tailor in a shitty little town.
I'm going to do your business better.
I was an excellent tailor, and you could never run my business better than me.
You are a good tailor.
Thank you.
I said that in a
Did
moment
it
of
fit
anger.
well? Yes? I could make you more suits. Oh, I could make you suits. Whatever it takes, just please don't kill me.
Oh, we're at an impasse here.
Free suits for life or
I could
kill
make
this
you
guy.
suits. I could make you suits you've never
He's
seen
going to
before.
go right to the police.
Brilliant suits. I would
Yeah,
never.
this guy doesn't have a spine.
I have no spine. I would
Meaning
never
you're
run
gonna go to the police.
No, I would never run to the police because you'd kill me.
Do you still have a portal to the...
Oh my
I
God!
can make one.
Did you kill all the nobles? Did you burn down his house?
the
Oh God! He's just looking at you. Just
Is
dead
our
eyes.
sea hag's real?
What?
sea hag did all of it.
I thought that was bullshit.
That's You want to bring him back to the Banshee?
Yeah, we'll see what she wants to do with him.
What the who? The what?
Go back inside. I don't want to start making another.
Oh my god, I'm glad to see you're all coming to your senses. Look, I know that you maybe feel as though you're terrible, but Astride can help you with
Alright,
that.
it's ready whenever
He
you
can
guys
guide
are.
you.
Alright, I'm gonna go through the portal with him.
You all go through.
Are the lights off?
Yes.
Is the door locked?
Yeah, I did both.
Then I'm ready to go.
We're going back to the mausoleum. All right.
So you all bump through the.
Yeah.
As you all spit back out, the Banshee is, you can hear singing beautifully. Beautiful, beautiful singing voice. The exact same singing voice as Vanessa, actually. Singing wonderfully. The mayor is weeping in the corners. He is now awake. He is still blind. It smells as though he has soiled himself. Sneak is kind of giggling and rifling through. He is now wearing your bright orange top hat and rifling, and a small bright orange bow tie, as he's rifling through his newfound treasures, just like smelling and licking the cups and, you know, just loving the feeling of gold. And the zombies are just sort of like, ah. And as you all pump through, the zombies spin around quickly. The store owner is horrified and begins to
What
just
is this?
shriek. Just
I'm
starts
gonna put the gag back in his mouth.
the zombies start start to get stimulated by. They're like, oh, violence.
Should we just feed
Throw him to the
the
zombies.
guy to the
Yeah.
zombies? Yeah, I'm sorry.
You make a hell of a soup.
As you push him and just as they start tearing into him, ripping him apart, you see voraciously devouring him. The
Excellent.
little girl walks over, the little girl zombie walks over, stares at them, just thrashing into pieces. The ghouls, especially, are very fast.
I don't
with
have
their...
any ghouls.
Oh, you don't? You have
No.
skeletons?
Yeah.
The skeletons? Yeah, fuck it, the skeletons leak too. As they're just digging in, shoving it into their mouths, but it's just slopping out of their body cavities.
They're just chewing on
They're
it.
just they are instinctually eating it, but it's not doing anything. And little girl zombie looks down at them, looks up at you, and just starts devouring into the guts of the. You can see he's alive for a little bit, like a zombie movie, as they're just being torn apart, and then he. And the mayor is just sobbing. He can't see, but he can hear, and he hears all the bones crunching and the viscera, all the good stuff.
Okay. So now we're gonna have to get back through the town if we want to get back to the inn, or we can just stay here tonight.
Are any of you going to clean this up? That's disgusting.
Is that the Banshee?
Yes.
Well, you heard her. Get to work.
The zombies are eating everything.
They clean up after themselves mostly.
Do that?
Kind of.
Oh, alright, I guess.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah, I think.
Very much need a overhaul.
Let's actually rest now. We got our money back. Hey, can I have my money back?
I wasn't able to find where he
That's
got
bullshit.
the
I
money.
watched it happen.
You're in the back door.
No, I was looking through the window.
He did see. He did see.
Let's see.
He did see.
I'll give him half the brick back.
Oh boy.
You have half of your silver brick.
$7 grand.
Yeah, whatever.
And the 2 from the Fox. So.
Have you been keeping count of all the money that you've been collecting?
I'm hovering just about
Of course
10
I have.
now.
Okay, good.
Of course I have.
Yeah, man, robbing rich people. That's what's up. To give to the poor, right?
Just like Robin Hood.
Morally bankrupt.
So, long rest.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
just go to the side of the
So-
dirt room and
You sleep.
pass out.
Yes. It's not that difficult for your near-death experience. Has made you quite tired. Amanda, you do not sleep. You do not need to. Do you continue to read the history
Of Astride or
of
whatever?
Astride? Yeah. So, because you have had 2 long rests to read up on this, let me just give you some quick tidbits of information that you would have gotten.
Tits.
Mozzarella sticks.
Tower dog.
Yeah.
You guys like tower dags?
So, first, this is basically their Bible.
Yeah.
So you kind of are just sort of flipping through it,
Mm.
looking for any information you can, I assume, right?
Yeah, I'm just reading that.
So you learned that Astride first showed his mercy upon the land by choosing a champion. And that champion was George Tanagar. George Tanagar is now King Tanagar. He is the king that rules over this land.
King of the castle.
Why are you making that face? Astride chose him 200 years ago, roundabouts, and he led the purge upon this
The
world.
first purge.
The purge of Mercelia. You didn't get too much into that, but what you do get is a lot of information on George Tanagar. So, I can send you this, by the way. I wrote like a whole blurb. I'm just
yes,
going to give
please.
you like cliff notes. George Tanagar was a farmer at first, a common man, who began to hear the voice of Astride and began following his orders. It led him to pick up the sword and fight against a corrupt ruler of a local town. He was just a farmer and never picked up a sword before this, but he was not able to be bested by any of the guardsmen
Yeah, natural talent.
and the Lord himself. Well, a talent that was given him obviously by Lord Astride and his blessings. And it led George freed the town from tyranny, and the townsfolk began to follow him. And he taught them, he gave them protection and taught them the ways of Astride, which, as the worship grew and the religion grew, so too did George's fame. And thus began the adventures of George Tanagar, the first champion of Astride. But no real information on where Astride came from. There's no creation story, as Astride has not always been here. There was a history to this country before Astride. But Astride arrived and is basically seen as a savior to the people. So someone who arrived after the world was created, after everything, but is still a god. Arrived and is just better than all the other gods, essentially. There is more information. I can give you more at the next long rest.
Okay.
Information on all of the champions is in here.
Gotta collect them all.
So I can, give you that.
Okay.
Okay. So, you wake up in the nasty old crypt. You got some few kinks in your back. It's not very comfortable.
Spiders in my eyes.
Yep, some spiders crawling on you. Amanda, some spiders crawling on you. Spiders on your face. So, and the body is mostly gone. Even the bones were like destroyed and like the
See, I
marrow
told you.
sucked out. The skeletons kind of chewed up everything and it slopped to the floor. But the other zombies, were there other zombies besides the girl?
Yeah, two.
Yeah, the other zombies sort of ate that. You see the zombies' stomachs are a little bloated. Just, and now they're a little bit more lethargic. Like they just ate a lot and they're just kind of chilling.
So, Anna, what are we gonna do with was this the mayor with the eyes?
The mayor with the eyes is still tied up. Yeah.
Anna, what did you want us to do with the mayor?
You know, I really
Good
thought...
morning, first of all.
Good morning. I really thought that you would kill him and bring me his eyes, but this is so much better.
And she kind of leans in close to him and like touches his chin. He, like he wakes up like, and she goes,
I think I would like him, well, not to see, but I think I would like him to hear his brother die.
and he kind of, because he's still gagged. And she turns to you, her eyes now the eyes of the mayor.
Oh, that's weird.
As she turns to you and looks, it's like, what do you think?
That looks good on you.
Thank you.
What color are they?
His eyes? Probably like a brown, normal brown eye.
She's like, oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait for him to see me again. Do you think he'll cry?
Probably.
All I need now are the hands.
We're working on that tonight.
Thank you. This has been so wonderful. I can't thank you all enough. Well, what is on the agenda for you all today?
I'm gonna get the thug's hands.
Stealing hands. Making friends.
And then tomorrow we can meet with the priest, tell him that we did a job. We did the job that he gave us, and we could make a portal and push him into it and bring him here.
Benjamin
Yes,
Barker.
please. Yes, please. Oh, I can't wait to see him. So, what do you all do?
Just want to.
Well, wasn't there a certain time for this?
Yeah,
Later
in the
day.
evening.
5 o'clock Sunday.
I wanted to just take a look outside the mausoleum. If the town is still in panic.
Okay, so you pop out. You can see that the fires are out because the buildings have collapsed, and that's kind of when the fire stops.
Yeah.
And you can see that there are people outside now, just kind of walking around. There is still a heavy guard presence, a lot of guards, and now you can see not only guards, but looks like military
Oh shit.
vehicles are out and about. There is a military base in this city.
Okay.
Yeah, so they are now out and about as well.
So, do we want to try to see the priest again today, or we just want to run out the clock until tonight?
Does it matter what order we bring the priest or the hands?
I mean, she needs the hands before. Are you asking her?
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Oh.
Well,
I would like to have the hands. I would like to have everything ready for when he arrives.
yeah, so we kind of have to wait out.
Oh
We could set up a trap. Like, you can disguise as a gnome. I could build like a bear trap or something, like a or a tripwire, and so that when he goes to strangle you, he gets caught up.
I can change the terrain too, so that he doesn't
Awesome.
see whatever trap you're
We could
in.
just make a pit.
Yeah.
A pit of spikes, and then you could put the terrain like in front of the grave. You can stand in front of the pit.
Are you going to dig a pit of spikes?
It wouldn't be too hard. We're in a cemetery. There's a spade over there. He's good at digging.
I'm good at digging.
Oh, you've moved earth, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, you actually are.
You can actually.
That was a joke.
No, I thought I actually wanted you to use a spade and dig a 6-foot
Just
hole
make
for
him
me.
do this shit work. Disguise yourself as someone big. It'll be easy.
Still gotta
Okay.
dig a hole.
Okay, I like this.
There is a hunting store.
Oh, no.
Yeah, for hunters who go out into the woods. There should be some bear traps there, possibly.
I'll head there. Where? I'll ask her for location and whatnot.
Yeah.
You want me to bring you back anything?
Hmm.
I don't really know what banshees
Actually,
use.
I saw you throwing a lot of jewelry onto that pile. Would you mind if I wore some of it?
You can have all of it.
And she goes over, and you see Sneak is just completely asleep, and she just rolls him over, and he slams down the gold pile, still sleeping, and starts digging through it, like picking up the pearls, and like,
I feel alive again.
Oh boy.
So,
you all. Is there anything else you wanted to ask her? As
No,
she's-
I think she's content.
Okay. The zombies are content. She's content. The mayor feels terrible.
No, it's
So-
fine.
Sneak is asleep. He's not hanging out with you guys. So you exit the mausoleum. The sun is pretty bright.
I hate this.
Dark ass mausoleum. Yeah, you exit out into the graveyard on a beautiful morning here in Stillport. Beautiful, calm morning.
I'm gonna go to the hunting store.
Okay, so you start making your way through the graveyard. You exit out. Jeff, roll perception.
10 plus my 9. Do we add that?
Do you have?
My perception is 9.
You don't add that, so you
Okay.
got a 10. Actually, everybody roll perception as you're walking.
I guess I'll
through
be
the city.
disguised as,
Plus?
as my human
8.
too.
Do you have any?
I don't know
pluses
what
on
1 plus is. I think.
I don't see any modifier on it.
Perception, right?
I see
Yes,
passive
perception.
perception.
Your
Oh,
passive
10.
perception you can use if your perception.
Oh, I'm a
roll is
dumbass. I
lower.
see.
Yeah.
I see it under a skill though. Yeah, no, I
There's
roll
a
the
skill.
same thing.
So I'm a 10.
I got a natural 20.
Oh,
Plus-
you saw whatever I've been wanting you to see.
You see the pores on my nose.
You saw whatever.
Wow, you should
Leaking.
take care of that.
Yeah, leaking. I might add,
Doesn't make sense.
leaking.
Leaking. God is leaking.
Body fluids.
Okay. As you start making your way through the city, you are both kind of just sort of wandering. Esther sort of lost in thought. Alex, what did you roll?
10.
Yeah, both of you just kind of like, Alex sort of looking primarily at the guards and the military people and like sort of seeing what they're doing. You just kind of thinking,
and you're paying attention, and you notice on one of the telephone poles are a couple of posters, wanted posters, and the people look a little familiar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Kind of familiar.
What do I look like? Did you draw them?
I did. So you notice it first, so you go ahead and take a look. From your assault on the mayor's house,
I want to see this.
there were a few people who saw you before you
So
were able to
I want to go down an alleyway, and I want to change the way I
Is that
look.
me as human?
Yeah, you look like Doctor Strange. You look
Show
like a
the
normal
camera
human, but they exaggerated you. You look like an evil wizard because you did magic shit.
I want to be
I
a
don't think
plain
they can
human.
See,
Oh no, they can. Yeah, Alex, you have a big scar on your face that you don't actually have.
I look like an
That's
angry
incredible.
demon.
Yeah, you're like tongue is coming out.
And I have a pirate
Is it
earring.
hand-drawn?
Yeah, you have an earring. You're also like way thicker than you normally.
Is it hand drawn?
What?
Hand drawn.
Yeah, they're hand drawn.
You
Yeah.
got this all wrong.
Wanted posters. Yeah, they're not pictures. That's
That
how you
cop
guys
from
actually
last
put it.
night is gonna be kicking himself. We were sitting there babbling about sea hags.
Yeah.
And he
Ah,
had
three individuals.
ones-
One's a demon.
Now that you think of it, they do
What
kind
is-
of look like that. Oh, fuck.
So, you notice that. So you go into an alleyway and
the plain Jane human.
you
Disguising myself.
looking like a normal woman. Yep. And that's not a timing thing, right? You can.
It's
do
every
like
hour.
Oh, man.
Every hour.
But you could just
You can
recast
re-up
it.
Yeah, for free.
Oh, so you just gotta like Superman slip into a telephone.
I want to change myself to look like Luis Guzman.
Who is that?
I'm gonna curl up my lips so I just look like I have big
I'm
teeth.
Just look him up.
Luis Guzman.
Yeah.
I love that fucking guy.
Oh, he's incredible.
Oh my god, I
No, I
love
love
him.
him.
Yeah,
That's
every
why-
movie he's in, he's fucking funny as hell. But that picture, because he was like. Alright, so you are Luis. How do you just know his name off the top of your head?
He thinks
Why?
about him often.
Why that? Yeah.
I'm a master of disguise.
He's been waiting years so that he could look like Luis Guzman in some universe somewhere. Okay,
I didn't realize.
so you both disguise yourself. What are you gonna do? Just fucking
Rub some dirt on it. Muddy my face up a little bit.
So you're just not sweating it.
No.
All right, fuck it. So you walking. Where are you going?
To the hunting store.
To the hunting store.
Right next to the wanted picture. Me asking, how do you find a human trap?
I want a bear trap for something about that big. I'm gonna dig a hole in
That's
the graveyard,
professionally trained in
put a bunch
killing.
of spikes in it and shit. How about these fires, huh? All right, so
Crazy.
so you reach the hunting store, Hunters R Us, and you enter,
Trademark.
and there is sort of a portly man with a bright red baseball cap on.
Does he have a golden lab sleeping in the corner who
What
probably
does
has
it say on that
diabetes?
cap?
Yes.
Yeah.
What?
Is there wording on the cap?
Make
MAGA.
Mercelia great again.
Yes.
Make Mercelia.
Munga.
Mama.
The
Mama.
back says praise Astride.
Mama.
Praise him.
Welcome. Hey, may I help y'all?
I can see you're a good fella.
I am.
A really good fella. You might have some ideas. I'm looking to trap a large creature in a pit that will preferably incapacitate him.
Oh, bears.
A little skinnier than a bear, but yeah. No, pretty much probably the same weight. What would you say an orc is compared to a bear?
I mean, it's
Smaller
it's
than a bear.
probably fine.
Alright, they're a little smaller than a bear.
Yeah, fair.
What did he say?
That's okay. He's probably racist.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
In game,
why would he be racist?
Because he's working on the hunter
You're
store.
prejudiced.
he's wearing a hat.
That's it. Yeah, make
Make
Mercelia
Mercelia
good.
great again. He wants to make
Praise
his country
Astride.
great again. Praise Astride.
Oh, so he's so against anything.
Well, I got a couple of traps for you.
Damn
But you're
medieval
looking
liberals.
to dig a pit, you said?
Yeah, like a 6-foot deep pit.
So you want... What do you want? Spikes in the pit, right?
But anything that could permanently disfigure, dismember, incapacitate a creature. But I need to preserve his the hands.
Right. For your trophies.
Yeah, I like to
Yeah.
hang them on the wall.
I got a couple of lucky bear paws back here, and he has his little bear paws on chains.
Jesus Christ!
I actually want to make the same exact thing.
They're quite pleasant to have. It really does bring good luck, Astride.
Praise him.
Praise them.
him. Well, I got a couple of bear traps you can take a look at.
Okay.
Catch just about anything the size of a bear or smaller than a bear. Doesn't matter as long as you hide it right and bait it right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, here, come on, take a look. But the spikes, you're gonna have to figure
Ooh.
that out yourself.
We should get a garden gnome, and you should do an illusion.
Animate him?
Yeah, and animate him so it looks like the gnome that the guy's target looks like, so that he just goes.
So he was in front
The
of the
what?
shop owner.
Well, you know, for the trap.
For the trap.
Yeah.
Well, you probably want to cover that
Hey,
garden
bunny.
gnome in some sort of meat or something.
You
That'll
think
attract
he
that bear.
likes meat?
All bears like meat.
We're not talking about bears here. We're talking about things smaller than bears.
I'm just looking at you like
Like wolves.
Oh, like wolves.
they're getting into our garbage.
Well, I got a couple of wolves.
What are you guys talking about? This isn't for wolves. These guys are crazy. I don't know what they're talking about.
What are you talking about?
The guy that we have to kill. You guys, what are you paying attention at?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
You jokester.
Whoa! I can't help you. Is this mercenary work? You're gonna have to run it by the guards.
Oh, this
Praise Airstrad.
Praise Ironside.
Praise
He
him,
just does
Black.
he has a sense of humor about him.
Oh, you had my heart going a mile a minute. Isn't that right, Bessie Sue? And you see the dog
Not
might
breathing.
be dead. Big fat dog, it might be dead.
Oh.
Oh, she's always so sleepy.
How old is she?
How long has she been there?
Only about 7.
What was that an answer? Which one was that an answer?
What? I said how long has she been there for? And you said how old she is.
Oh, 7. Oh, she's been like that all day. Since yesterday and the day before yesterday. She smells something awful.
She's lovely.
Anywho, you want to take a look at these hip traps?
Yeah, so a couple bear traps and a garden gnome.
A couple of bear traps?
Yeah,
Alright.
in case his foot misses one of them.
Or hers.
It's foot.
Well, I don't hunt females. I think.
Go after the bulls.
The bulls.
That's
From
right.
the balls.
They got that testosterone. And he
Look
looks
at me.
right at you.
Don't look at me.
Oh, okay. You know, if you grind that up something
You
fine,
can drink it.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
makes you strong.
Strong.
That's
They
what
make
I drink.
milkshakes out of it.
I can lift a box of ammo a day.
Only a
It's
box?
not very heavy. Yep, all by myself.
How old is it, man?
He's that old.
He's 20.
Middle-aged like 40. So he leads you over to some bear traps. They're each maybe about like $15, $20. Not that expensive. I don't know how bear traps. how
I
much
wonder
they
if we
actually
could lace this with some paralyzing juices.
are. Oh, like some sort of poison? You have
Yeah.
to go to the apothecary for that. Plus, you don't want to do that or ruin the meat.
I'm not gonna eat it.
Alright.
Whoa.
It's for sport.
Oh, alright. Making them feet.
What was that?
I'm winking.
Oh,
I've been practicing.
that's good.
You have
Yeah.
guns here?
Sure I do.
Well,
Hunting guns.
a hunting
The
store.
ones that the guards allow, yes.
What do you mean
Ones
that
that
they allow?
abide by
Are
the
you telling
law?
me that they don't allow you to have whatever firearms
It's
you're...
the law here in Mercelia.
What do you mean it's the law here? That's
Well,
your
it's not-
God-given... That's your Ostride's given right.
Ostrich given right.
Only 10-round magazines in the
Oh,
rifles.
you...
They all have to be bolt action.
Oh, really?
They're shotguns. They all have to be semi-automatic. or
And
pump action.
Astride said that this is the way it has to be?
The government said this.
The
is the way it
government?
has to be. Yeah.
You listen to the government.
Well, if I don't want to be re-educated, I do.
So you're saying that if you don't comply with these unconstitutional laws...
They're in a
There is no
God-given monarchy right
This
now.
un-God-given laws.
There is a God-given monarchy. This is basically England before the Revolutionary.
You want me to report you?
Now I know, out-of-towners often get in a hiccup about it, but don't you worry, there's no need for anything more than what we have here for good old hunting. The guards protect us.
Oh, that's good to know.
You can trust the
Really
guards.
good to know.
Astride protects us from the
Praise
Did
him.
you happen to hear about that?
Praise him.
Did you happen to hear about that party where all those elitists died? Like, where were the guards?
The nobleman's house?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. When a travesty like that occurs in a town here in Mercelia, it's usually because they were doing something they oughtn't to done.
See?
Haunted.
Astride giveth, and Astride don't taketh away.
Praise him.
I want to get out of here because this guy's creeping me now.
Well, would you like your traps?
Oh yeah, I like the traps and one garden gnome.
What
I
about
don't
the
sell
parrot?
that.
Why?
What?
Why?
Because that is a lawn accessory, and this is a hunting store. Hunters are us. That's us.
Alright, I'll take the traps.
Alrighty then. Go ahead. How many are you getting?
2.
Yeah, I marked down 30 gold. 30, not 30 gold, 30 like copper. $30. Is there anything I could get for you two?
I think we'll be okay.
Alright. Would you like, oh, it was $30, right? Did I say? With every purchase over $20, you get a free hat. Make
I look
Mercedes
at it.
great again. It's the same.
What color is it?
Red, bright ass red.
Oh my god. Oh my Astride.
Keep your head from burning up in this here
I'm
sun.
gonna pull the cap over and pull it a little slightly lower than my eyebrows so they can't really make out
Okay.
my face.
That's
Good
good. It
call.
makes you look inconspicuous like. Like if I was trying to recognize your face from a wanted
Do you have
poster,
any big
I wouldn't be
aviator
able to.
sunglasses?
Sure as fuck we do. This is a hunting store.
Alright, then
He goes over and there's a whole rack of. You can find the exact ones that you're wearing if you want.
I'm gonna get these 2.
All right, very good. Would you like some wind masks with that? That's usually they buy them at the same time.
Wind mask?
Wind
Like
masks
a
for
scarf?
your face. Keeps the wind out of your mouth. Like tight, like black
Like
mask.
half
Like a
mask.
ski mask.
I don't know, that might look a little too. No thanks.
Two
All right.
Unabomber.
Yeah, I'm not trying to look like the Unabomber over here.
Anything for you?
I think we'll be okay.
Mmm.
Get that dog checked up on.
What'd you say?
Get that dog checked up on.
No, she's fine. God, he throws something and bashes into the dog's head and it goes.
Oh my god.
And he goes, see, she's good. Have a couple biscuits, and he throws a handful of biscuits at its face, and it
And there's just a pile next to it of biscuits that's barely eating.
like some half eaten, and she flops her tongue over and starts slurping one into her mouth.
This is a vulgar place.
All right, y'all have a wonderful day here in good old Stillport.
See, this is what happens when they make these types of laws. These stores become like this.
This is what happens?
This is what happens.
This is a good store. You're still in the store.
Goodbye now.
Bye.
Bye.
We leave
All right.
I'm giving you 1 star on Google.
on Yelp.
Yep.
Airstride's yell. So, you exit the store now with 2 large traps hanging over your shoulder, ready to go hunting. So, you know, that's still later in the day. It's early in the morning.
Well, we could set them up and just leave them there.
Yeah, that's
my
a good
thing
idea.
lasts for 24 hours.
Okay.
What is
Well, I guess I'll drop off the equipment where I'm going to place it. Like, I'll drop it off back at the mausoleum.
Okay.
And I guess we can go into the city and have some fun.
Well, you still need your garden gnome, right?
I guess so.
Yeah. So I can animate it. So just add another layer to this cocker baby's scheme. Instead of just being the gnome myself or just killing the guy when he gets
Well,
there.
I don't want
When he has to,
Is it gonna be one of like the little animatronic singing ones? Like, would they have lawn gnomes in a D&D world, or is that super racist?
Racist, right? That's what I was thinking.
Super
I was
racist.
thinking-
people have what really racist
We have lawn
shit.
jockeys,
Yeah, that's
right?
what
Lawn
I'm saying. People
jockeys.
Yeah, but they're
really
still
racist shit.
frowned upon, and I don't think people should really use them anymore.
But they still do.
Yeah, but, I mean...
They still have the God Kings here.
God King?
Yeah, that's true.
What's that?
Priests are like the governors here, so I think
Like, I am the king, that means I'm also your god, or you know, the king is directly connected to God.
Yeah, I can't wait to get the hell out off this plane.
So,
That's why we're destroying these places. We can look. We can look for a statue or
Alright,
something.
let's go to Lawns Are Us.
so you guys are traveling the city looking for a lawn gnome.
Yeah.
Alright, well, as you travel around, ask around for a little bit, you find your way to a knick-knack store, full of all kinds of different
And patty
decorations and stuff. You make me sick. Mostly symbols of Astride, different praise Astride signs,
Praises.
a lot of different things of that nature. I Heart King Tanagar, things of that. Things
What kind of I Heart King Tanagar
like
paraphernalia?
like a signs and like I guess like shirts. and
Shirts?
stuff.
I want to get a shirt.
You want to get an I Heart George Tanagar shirt?
Yeah.
Okay. When you look at this section for the shirts, there's I Heart George Tanagar, and then there are 8 in total different T-shirts. One that's for Tanagar, and a bunch of other names. One of them you recognize as it says Carla, I Heart Captain Carla, and Captain Carla.
Oh. Yeah, I'm getting that one.
Okay, so you throw on I Heart Captain Carla. It is like a light pink sort of.
Oh, come on.
All right, what color do you want?
No, it's okay. I was looking
Blue.
for blue.
Blue.
I was
Blue.
looking
You know
for
what? Yeah,
blue.
sure. Blue is fine.
Oh,
Baby
the
blue.
heart is bright red though.
Okay.
You get rid of that, and
That's
the,
okay.
the rest are like white letters. So I Heart.
I'll get the
Captain
George.
Wait, I forgot. I completely forgot about Captain Carla. I should see her today.
I guess.
We should go to the docks after I pay for this.
I'll
Do I
get
have
the
to pay
George
for-
shirt so we
Did
can
we
look like
need
tourists.
anything from
George
A garden gnome. That's why we came here, but
No.
I got the sweet shirt.
We got really sweet shirts. I'm getting the George one.
Okay. Is there a shopkeeper in this store?
There is also I would say you do recognize one of the names of I Heart Tormer Turk.
Ooh.
The one we
Killed
priest.
already.
Yeah. You know what we got for irony?
Okay, so you got an I Heart Tormer Turk shirt, an I Heart King Tanagar shirt, and an I Heart Captain Carla shirt. There's also the other names on there: Beatrice Trice, Garland Brighthand,
I feel like we should write these down. They're probably on our hit list.
Vanathan Elswin, Helena Grand, and Nedwile Hawthorne. All the exact same shirt, just with all of these different names upon it. You want me to give you that list, Amanda?
Yeah, because I wrote down glow hands, but I don't think that's the last name you said.
Garland Brighthand,
Glow
Love
hands.
hands. Your brain just farted.
Beatrice Trice. You got that one?
Glow
Yeah.
Garland Brighthand,
I can see it. I can see the connection.
Former Turk. There's Captain Carla, saw that one already. Vanathan Elswin, so Van Elswin. Helena Grand,
Glow hands.
What's her last name?
Grand, Grand,
Okay.
and then Nedwile Hawthorne, Nadwile, Hawthorne.
Hawthorne.
Okay. So, you now have a different shirt on under your armor?
I guess under the ballistic panel, and just like if I were to just throw a vest over this.
Yeah, gotcha.
But hopefully you can see some of the I love Captain Carla above.
I'm sure some people could recognize what the
Yeah.
shirt is. Yes, there is a woman behind the counter, just kind of filing her nails quietly. Did you find everything you're looking for?
No.
Okay. If you need any help, please let me know.
Yeah.
Do you need help?
I need a garden gnome.
Oh, a garden gnome?
Yeah.
Oh, I think we have a few. There's like a lawn section. She kind of goes over where like a couple of the signs are, and there, amidst it, kind of down by the bottom shelf, are a couple of different lawn gnomes. All of them, instead of wearing like the normal little garden gnome sort of thingies, one of them is wearing like one of the shirts. One of them is wearing like little like a guard outfit.
You can animate statues. I forgot about that.
You can animate. Oh right, you can.
Like the golden chicken.
Yeah.
For a second, right? That was a one.
Yeah,
A minute.
It's for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
But why is...
I
what's the
forgot
difference-
that you had the power to do that.
But what's the difference between that and a garden gnome?
What do you mean?
You thought of the garden gnomes first, as if that was crucial to me animating it. Or do you
No,
think that was
I
just
thought you could cast the illusion on the gnome so that he doesn't just go straight through it. He could feel something that feels like a gnome.
Okay.
So there are a couple.
Because when he goes to strangle it, he's
I
gonna need
see what
he's
you
gonna
mean.
need something.
One of them holding up a
that's
sign.
weird.
One of them holding up like a bunch of flowers. One
Ooh,
of them
that's good.
holding
Grandma.
a small kitten.
I want to get the one that's holding up flowers.
Okay, holding up a bunch of tulips. What? So
Because
yeah.
he's going to see his dead grandma.
No, it makes sense.
yeah.
It's just cool.
So you pick it up, and it is wearing like a little red cap, a little red shirt, like generic racist gnomes.
Wow.
Like, you know.
I just can't help but think that if a gnome walked into the store, he'd be super offended.
I
And,
picture
oh, we all wear red hats.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
one of
Like,
those shitty
Why,
like
why do you say it like that?
beach
The what?
stores.
Why do you say it like that? Why do you think a gnome would talk like that?
like that's how gnomes talk. All right, so
Like
what
a
we
shitty little beach store, like in Myrtle Beach, there's like a million of the same touristy stores.
That's exactly what
Yeah.
this is. Yeah, and you're at a beach town, so
Yeah.
it's exactly what this is. So yeah, you have a small.
So, 2
Garden
shirts and 1 gnome, please.
All right, well that'll be. It was 2 shirts you said, and 1 gnome. So 40 for the shirts together, like Hot Topic shirts, and then 15 for the one gnome.
Alright, you heard her.
Yeah, pay the lady.
You got the brick. You got the golden brick that you can pay her with.
No, you
Just
got
need
all
to
the petty
shave pieces off of
cash.
it.
You got all the petty cash. I paid for the tuxedos I start walking at.
He did pay for the tuxedos.
Okay.
Do you take store credit?
No.
You'll do anything to not spend the money
Well,
legally.
you heard it. You heard the woman.
I don't have any money.
What do you mean you don't have money? You have gold bricks from I don't know how long ago.
Do I?
Yes.
Are you sure?
3.
I don't have anything.
She's lying.
A small hat floats off of one of those shelves, and you as he walks out the store.
Shut.
There's nothing
Stop.
there. She looks back. The hat has gone out the front door. She looks back.
Are you gonna pay me or?
All right.
Mark it down.
You have coupons, lady.
40 plus 15, 55.
55 total. I'm just gonna add the 30, so it's 80 minus 85 total.
Okay. Yeah, the 30. What was the 30?
From earlier, I bought bear traps.
Oh yeah, you gotta be marking this down, mister.
I am. I just told you I had
So
it.
the conversion rate in this world is 2 garden gnomes equals 1 bear trap.
Rule of thumb.
Well, actually, no. I think they're 1 for 1 because it was 15 for the garden gnome and 30 for 2 bear traps.
The shirt
so
for
1 garden gnome equals 1 bear trap.
No, one
This
garden
economy
gnome is
is a
half a bear
shitter.
trap. One
One
garden.
garden gnome was $15,
And
2
a
bear
trap-
traps was about 30. No,
Oh,
he's
so they
right.
are
Yeah,
one-
one garden gnome. So if
Thanks,
you only have
Obama.
$15, you really have to choose garden gnome or bear trap.
I've been in that predicament before. It's not
We
a good
all
place
have.
to be.
It's a tough. It's a
I
tough.
always make the right
You know,
decision.
the economy.
So, where are we heading to now?
To go see
You
Captain
wanna go?
Carla.
We'll check out the Nautical Museum, see if we can learn anything about this Carla, and then depending on how late we run.
I don't like doing my history first. I like just
I'll go to
discovering.
the museum.
Alright, we should get
I
like
don't-
little earpieces for each other.
Yeah.
Is there a Verizon store nearby?
There's
Either a wizard or a Verizon store.
One or the other.
Stillport Circuits is the name of a.
Let's go to Steelport
Stillport.
Circuits.
Stillport. So you head into Stillport Circuits. It's a little electronics store. It's got like some TVs and some VHSs. And
Is there a guy working here?
There's a bunch of people. in
Young
there.
God.
They're wearing like blue t-shirts with little name tags, and did you flag a guy down?
Yeah.
Well, hey there. My name's Greg.
Cut this
what are you
shit.
looking
I
at?
came here for one purpose. I'm not gonna sign any of your stupid contracts.
Okay.
I just want a good distance communicator for the 3 of us. Don't look at me and shake your head like you understand what I'm saying.
I totally understand what you're saying. So, let me show you a couple things.
No, show me what I asked for.
Right. So here's our new tablet. It's the XHL Horizon.
Is it worth your life?
It comes with a warranty.
So you're looking for earpieces?
Yes.
Or walkie-talkies?
Yes. Walkie-talkies that have earpieces.
Well, we have earpieces.
Okay.
Alright, so
I want to see a manager.
I'm the manager.
Oh, Jesus.
Here, let me show you where we keep them. And he leads you to a...
Guys, maybe I'll meet you at the museum. This might be a while. I'll get this all communicated.
You still making your way to the museum?
No.
Okay.
I want my earpiece.
Alright.
Oh, wait, yeah, that's probably smarter.
Alright, so he shows you a couple different varieties of them. And this one has, there's the ones with probably the biggest range is what you want.
Yeah.
So this one, you'll be, it has about like say probably.
What's your best one?
Huh?
What's your best one?
Whoa. That's the
Which-
Horizon XL.
What's the range on it?
About
Shouldn't you know these stats?
15 miles.
Is that good?
Yeah. How many garden gnomes does this cost?
Huh?
How many garden gnomes does this cost?
How much
Well,
does it
each
cost?
of these earpieces, and you're getting 3, I assume. Each of these earpieces cost about 150. If you get all 3 of them together, we can cut you a deal. And if you get the warranty on them, which will ensure
No
that they
warranties.
break- No warranties?
No warranties.
Let me start.
Oh, that's gonna jack the price up real high
So
there.
now, I mean, do you want it covered by any sort of form of insurance?
No,
That's
it's
another
a
word for
divorce.
warranty.
Are you going to be using this technology in any form of combat or violent scenarios?
No.
Is that a question?
No?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Alright, so, yeah, it'll equal to about 150 each.
You just gave us a loop around. So it was 150 with the warranty, and now it's 150 without it.
No, the warranty would cost you extra. Do you want the warranty?
No, I don't
on
want
it?
the warranty.
Well, now I'm gonna have to backtrack all that paper.
No, just bring up with the page that you just had up.
I mean, it's not how the system works, sir. So are you going to be using this in any sort of conflict or violent scenarios?
I'm gonna come
Why?
back and I'm gonna murder you.
Alright, well that's a yes.
No.
It's going to jack the price up to around 170 per.
Why does that jack the price up?
Because of
You're not getting the
insurance considerations.
We don't want insurance.
Oh, you don't want insurance?
No.
Alright, well I'm going to have to backtrack all that paperwork.
Jesus.
Oh, it just logged me out. Oh, that's not the
Oh,
password.
looks like our system's down. So this takes about another half an hour. You were able to walk out of there with 3 earpieces, each costing.
And the veins in my forehead popping out.
Each costing around 100, 150.
150 cholesterol.
Well, guys-
100 what?
450.
What?
for all of us.
450.
For all of it?
Yeah.
So,
Well, guys, at least that wasn't as painful as going to Verizon.
Yeah, no, that was
That's
relatively
true.
easy going.
Horizon.
so go ahead and mark that down.
Why am I paying for all this? One of your sugar daddies?
You keep taking all the money.
What was the total?
And I'm broke, so
You have 3 golden bricks still.
Yeah,
I
you do.
don't have any.
Yes, you do.
You do.
I'm the one that lost my bricks for this one. You still have
How much are
yours.
they worth? By the way.
Gold bricks?
No.
Each gold
Sorry,
brick is
sorry,
worth like
sorry.
$500,000.
The silver.
Silver bricks probably around like 15,000.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
Considerably less. Still a lot of money, but considerably less. And you got yours back because you killed a man.
Hey, small miracles.
No consequences.
Alright, let's go
Murder
to the museum
hobos.
so I can learn about my future wife.
It's good museum.
Oh,
so
Captain
you can
Carla?
learn
Yeah.
about future life.
For some reason, in my brain, I thought you meant the sea hag, and I was like, why?
Well, I mean, let's not rule everything out.
So you make your way towards the Nautical Museum.
So is the sea hag actually a feature in this museum?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
I'll learn up on the sea hag and Captain Carla.
All right, and I think we will take a quick break there. I'm going to go to the bathroom. If you need to go to the bathroom, we'll come back in about 5 minutes.
Oh, I will wait until you get done.
Okay.
Okay.
I can go to the bathroom while
See
you're in the
your secrets.
bathroom.
Don't look at my secrets.
I don't have to go to the bathroom.
There are no secrets there. There's nothing for you to see.
Sea hag stats.
.com.
Sea hag stats.
.com.
Sea hag stats.
A lot.
We're all ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, no. So, where are we? You guys are all going to the nautical museum?
Subnautica.
Subnautica, bro.
Okay. So, you enter the nautical museum.
What?
I want to watch that.
No, I get what you're saying.
I want to watch that.
I get what you're saying.
No, we can proceed. I don't want to take away from your fame.
My fame.
Your
Yes,
fame.
the side of our faces will get us to the glory.
Oh!
You gonna pick that up?
I don't know.
What
You're
was
gonna
it?
pick that up.
I don't know, his phone or something. So, you all enter the nautical museum. There, there's like a ticket booth in the front of woman at like a front counter. Well, hello. Welcome to the Stillport Nautical Museum. Would you like to take a tour?
Sure.
Would you like a guided tour or a self-guided tour?
Self-guided.
What?
All right.
We don't know any of what this stuff means.
Let's do a
Let's get a guided tour, ma'am.
There are plaques. that
Because then
can
you
read.
have to do it.
Oh yeah, like
Let's
I want to do
a
that.
guided tour. You gave us the option. You can't back out now. You.
Yeah, Evan, I hope you prepared for this.
I didn't. So,
Our tour guide has the shits.
so
Let me get to the bathroom.
a guided tour. All right, the next one will be in 6 hours. No, I'm kidding. So,
We'll wait.
all right, the next one. Well, all right, the tour guide should be with you shortly. That'll be $20.
I thought this was like a donation-based museum.
No?
You could, like if you're a good person, you can tip later. But
No.
all right, well you heard the. What are you?
We each pay for ourselves.
A man, a woman,
I'm a human.
a woman, man.
I'm a woman.
Oh, okay.
Gosh.
You heard the woman. Pay up.
I pay for my own ticket.
I'll pay
Thank you.
for my own ticket.
Yeah.
We won't pass
Mark it down. Mark it down.
I want my shirt back. But I paid for.
I want some of my rich person loot.
You
How
have
much
your
is it,
suit.
20?
Oh my stars.
20 each.
Very expensive
An
suit.
bright ass orange suit now covered in goblin filth.
All right. So now I'm minus $555.
Busy day.
Gotta spend money to make money. Yeah, I have a hat, and glasses, a T-shirt, and now tickets to the
You're
museum.
bitching about spending money. So the tour guide arrives within a couple of minutes. She goes, "Well, hello, and welcome to the Stillport Nautical Museum. My name is Karen,
Of course it
and
is.
I will take you through on a tour. Here's each of you get a commemorative flag, and it says, I Heart Stillport on it.
I want to weave it through my molly on my ballistic vest, so it's just sticking out my
You get
shoulder.
an I Heart Stillport
Yeah.
flag on the back of your thing, and you guys start walking through. So, the tour begins first describing Stillport
What did she say?
in the olden days. I will get to it.
I'm kidding.
I hate you. So, it starts with Stillport in the olden days. About 200 years ago, before the purging of Mercelia, Stillport was a terrible town, full of terrible people. It was used as a port town for pirates and brigands and Viking marauders and people of all manner of wickedness.
What was it called before that?
You fuck. No, wait, because I had a name for it. You bitch. Fucking evil people, let's go to a museum? Fucking serious? Hold on.
You could say this is the most evil thing we've done so far.
Get away, yeah.
Oh, this lady really doesn't know her stuff.
Yeah, ma'am. How long have you worked for this facility?
Fuck you. I never wrote the... I'm sorry, guys. I never wrote down the name.
You just seem unprepared.
It was known as Dredgeport.
That doesn't sound like something you made up like 5 seconds ago.
Says it on a plaque right there. You fuck. Man, she really took a turn.
Yeah.
What was the founder's
Jesus,
name?
guys, Karen's mean.
What was the founder's name?
No one knows the founder's name as any form of leadership within Dredgeport.
They were usually killed and
I imagine
overturned
it
by
would be
someone
recorded
else.
on a rock, like Plymouth Rock or something.
It was more sort of a collection of different sort of raiders and pirates that came together in this town and used it.
Of what
regularly.
factions?
What were their names?
All different factions.
Well, name some, just some.
Any one or two.
Some of the more famous pirates, like the Dread Pirate
Blackbeard,
Flunkus.
Flunkus. I feel like she's feeding us bullshit.
How old was he when he died?
What was his favorite flavor of toothpaste?
He
Do you
didn't
have any
use
children?
toothpaste.
Where can I find information on his ancestry? and the Dread Pirate Longbeard.
So this was called Dreadport and the Dread Pirate.
Dredgeport.
Dredgeport.
Dredgeport, yes. Let's go to a fucking museum and take a fucking tour.
Yeah, you offered the guided tour.
It's my fault. It's my
I,
fault.
well, who wants
Nope.
to read off a plaque? I know.
You know what? Not gonna complain. Let's do this. So, well, let's fucking spin some world history off the top of my head. Let's do this.
I died like 12 hours ago and I didn't see an afterlife. How do you feel about that?
I kind of want to. I want to learn.
I don't-
So,
Oh, I'm sorry, I'm
anyway,
I want to learn about Captain Carla.
we'll get to that part. Don't you worry. She's a big part of this tour. So, Dredgeport, that's the spirit. So, Dredgeport was a terrible and wicked place. But it was a place that could survive the Maul. And the Maul... I know what you're saying. I know what you're thinking. The Maul? You mean the body of water outside that's calm as can be? Yes, that one. It was once horrifically violent and dangerous, and the only kinds of people who could sail its waters were the hard and nasty criminals that you would have had in Dredgeport at the time.
It was like an ocean.
It was an ocean unlike any other. It's a large body of water, not technically an ocean,
Called the Maul.
called the Maul, that separates Mercelia from the continent of Brune. And that's where a lot of the Viking raiders would come from, and a lot of the pirates go in between there. And the Maul was, and is, outside of Stillport's territory, extremely dangerous and volatile. Rogue waves and random storms, monsters huge and wicked. They used to be right against these shores.
Well, what happened?
I'm glad you asked. We'll get to that. What was that nasty little face you just... Amidst all of these nasty brigands and pirates was a young, good-hearted captain named Carla. Carla Lilly. Now she took it upon herself, though she lived in Dredgeport, to clean the waters of the Maul and the streets of Dredgeport itself. She became a vigilante of sorts,
Ooh.
righting wrongs where she could, but secretly, as she would have been overrun and massacred by the pirates as they outnumbered her, 1,000 to 1. So she would rescue people when she could and steal from the rich and give to the poor. And she did so for years. But, alas, she was caught and sentenced to death by the pirate lord Flunkus. And as she stood upon the gallows, ready to be strung up by the nasty pirates, along came our merciful and powerful Lord Astride.
Oh, praise him.
Praise him. Praise him. In the form of George Tanagar, serving out Astride's will. And Tanagar came through the town and rescued Captain Carla, and they together drove out the pirates, massacring many of them, unable to stop either of them, as Astride gifted Captain Carla with the same sort of powers he gifted George Tanagar.
What kind of powers?
We'll get to that. And in that time, after they freed the town, they still noticed that Dredgeport was a miserable place where fishermen couldn't really make a living. Now that the pirates were gone, they had no seafarers tough and rough enough to attempt to ride the waves of the Maul. So they had an idea.
Captain Carla's tough and rough enough to ride the waves.
Now you guys have been passing various plaques and murals that show, the different symbols or events that she was speaking of. Carla getting ready to be strung up by the pirates. Carla smuggling people out. George Tanagar coming in, slaughtering pirates and saving Carla.
What'd she look like?
Carla? So in the pictures, she is this young, sort of
short brown hair, kind of ruffled like pirate clothes, sort of woman, like a swashbuckling gal.
Excuse me?
With like a swashbuckling gal.
Don't say that.
With two pistols. That seems to be her, because there's a picture of their weapons. George Tanagar, in all golden armor, has a shield and a long sword and like flowing blonde hair as he's just like demolishing pirates, and she is firing off. One of her guns shooting out like this bright light, the other one just firing like a normal gun would.
So after they purged Dredgeport, this was in just the very beginnings of George Tanagar's purge of Mercelia. This is before he really got started. They needed to calm them all. And that's the next part of our
You get a whole other section of the museum all based on the mall. And
so she begins to explain. The mall, since forever, as far as our records could show, has always been a nasty, awful place.
Just lazy.
Ever running storms that never cease. They simply travel around the mall. Massive beasts that enjoy the chaotic waves and the ever churning of the mall itself. Currents that are unpredictable and sometimes even changing in their direction. Random tidal waves and rogue waves that will demolish ships. Water spouts that would eat your ship alive and carry people off for miles, throwing them. Well, they had quite an undertaking.
What calmed them?
The mall?
What calmed them all?
Well, Astride, of course.
Praise him.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
George Tanagar. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, but how? How did they calm water?
Well,
Sounds like
The
something
legend-
out of a non-fictional book.
the Book of Astride has told us that Astride himself gifted them with a mighty magical orb.
And you see George Tanagar standing atop like a ship, and Captain Carlos sort of like steering the ship like and firing off at like a crazy sea beast that's coming over the ship.
And while battling the waves of the mall and then various creatures and still more pirates, Lord Astride gifted them with this orb of light. And they took the orb, and George Tanagar himself, our king, Astride's champion, leapt into the never-gnashing waves of the mall. Which, I can assure you, pirate or no, tough or no one survives the mall for very long without a ship.
What if you're a strong swimmer?
Well, then I guess you have a better chance, but you still wouldn't survive very long. So, no one knows what he did down there, for he never told. But when he emerged, the mall grew quiet. And in a 50-mile radius of Stillport itself, the mall is still. Hence, Stillport gets its name.
Still
The still waves. Since then, it's been easier to keep pirates and Vikings out. When they come upon the calm seas, you'd think that they'd be better at sailing, but Captain Carla is able to mop them up with no real problems.
Where is she now? When did she come in from the sea?
She still lives here, protecting our city. 200 years later.
Where?
Why?
And she moves on to the next portion of the museum, leaving the calming of the mall, or the taming of the mall, they call it. And she reaches this whole other section where it's basically Captain Carla.
After King Tanagar left to pursue and save the other champions and continue his purge, Captain Carla stayed here and protected Stillport and protected the waters.
So you got a chance.
What?
He left. He left her. Now's your time to sweep in.
Get
Sweep
her.
her off her feet, yeah.
And she has protected our city for 200 years, leaving only occasionally for excursions upon King Tanagar's request. But she is still here now. If you're lucky, you could even meet her. Every once in a while, she looks for recruits for her ship. You look like adventurers of sorts.
I want to be a recruit.
Oh, you just might. She's sometimes at the docks. We don't know her schedule, as it's always ever changing as she goes out where the battle takes her.
Well, you guys can finish up here. I think I know where I'm going.
So,
Okay, bye.
on to the next section where we go over the various ships and how they're built.
Yeah, I know all I need to know.
And the various... Okay. Are you leaving the tour?
Well, I don't know, because I am kind of interested to hear about all of those boats.
Oh, yes. Very interested. And we can go over all the knots that are tied. Here, let me look them up so I can read each of them to you and how to tie them. And maybe I can look up how boat building is done so I can explain that to you in excruciating detail in this voice, which puts me to sleep. And I'm the one talking.
I'm gonna make my way to the ports.
Okay, bye.
Guys, don't forget the tipper. Don't forget the tipper, guys.
No, I'm leaving.
We haven't even gotten to the part about sea beasts. Well,
Sea hags.
all right.
Oh yeah, the sea hags.
Tell me about the sea hags.
She starts walking.
Wait,
away.
sea hag.
Hmm?
Tell us about sea hag.
Wait, sea
You want to learn
hag.
about sea hags?
Yeah.
Well, we're having kind of a slow day. Sure.
And she kind of skips through a couple of the sections, which is like various different ships. You look like Captain Carla's ship itself
Hey,
has
sea
been
hag.
through. Captain Carla's ship itself has been through various evolutions in its build, and now as its final build, it is called the Wave Dancer. It seems it's been the same ship. So she takes you through, and you find various different like sea monster skeletons. It's a large part of the museum where there's like a huge serpentine one, sort of around the ceiling, and various different skeletons. And she leads you over to a sea hag skeleton. And it's a nasty looking fucking creature. Even though
I'm
it's just a
picturing
skeleton.
like the mermaid skeleton that they have on Google.
No, a sea hag. I can show you what a sea hag looks like.
Like the obviously fake.
Yeah.
They have the skeleton, and then next to it, like a small statue of what the sea hag would actually look like. So that's the sea hag.
Oh, it's just a humanoid.
Kind of, yeah. They're actually. So she explains that hags are technically like fae creatures. They come from the fae.
What's the fag?
The Feywild. It is a
I'm
different
gone.
plane of existence. Oh. What the fuck are you asking? So, they come from the Fae, a different plane of existence. They're magical creatures and nasty to boot.
Different plane, you say?
Yes, a different dimension. A different plane of
They call you the
existence.
plane tiptower.
I don't know much about it, but there are many different planes. I believe the astral, the elemental planes, and then there are different worlds. It's all very interesting.
Different worlds.
Yes. I'm sure you can learn more about it in the libraries. You search,
I'll keep that in mind.
or in any of the colleges that you go by. There are professors that specify that kind of teachings. Anyway, this particular hag was known as
Betsy.
Falsia. And Falsia was a nasty, nasty enemy of Carla. Back and forth they would battle often. This was going back close to about 100 years ago. She would always basically conquer fighting Carla for the soul of the town, trying to corrupt people, trying to kill people, trying to steal people into the waters and turn them into her own weird little fish abominations.
Sounds like a whale of a problem.
Yes, it was. Oh, that's a pun. That's very funny. We love them here. Anyway, Carla was able to best Falsia in an intense battle, which almost felled Carla herself. But Falsia was able to be defeated, and since there have been no sea hags in the town.
There's a proprietor in town.
Yes, I know.
You're familiar.
There are no sea hags in Snowport.
How do you know? I'm not there.
Did you leave too?
Because
Stop getting asshole. Tell me more about these sea hags.
With an I Heart George Tanagar t-shirt.
I'm loving this stuff like interdimension travel. Wait.
yeah, whoa, I'm actually learning. Because Carla would have rooted her out and destroyed her, or our own brave guards or our brave head priest would have taken care of the problem. Astride always protects us.
Praise him.
Praise him.
All right. Well, thank you. I wish you smooth sailing.
And on to our next section.
Later.
Did you just leave?
Priority guards.
No.
Thunderclap and go. No.
The skeleton
Yeah, no.
falls.
I'm just.
On the
Thank you.
priceless
I appreciate your
artifacts.
tour.
You're welcome.
Yep.
If you have any interest in seeing anything else, please come on by again. Or go on the self-guided tour. You don't feel like listening to me. Okay, bye.
So, where do you guys want to go now?
I wanted to catch up to them going towards the
Okay.
port. I'm assuming the docks.
Okay. So, head to the docks. Alex?
Yeah, I was the first one to go to the docks.
Yep.
I want to get recruited.
So you're looking for the wave dancer
Yeah.
for Captain Carla's ship. Alright, so you go towards the docks.
No,
Sweet.
the gnome's gonna be killed.
What time is it?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
Probably around 1 or 2.
Do you want to set this up and do this first?
You're still clugging around with your bear traps and your guard and gnome.
Then
And your
you
flag
can-
that says I Heart Stillport on your back.
You can go
With
sign
the
up to be a
Mercenary
boatman.
You look like a fucking psychopath. You got your big,
It's the
you got your
Unabomber!
big ass aviators and your bulletproof vest with a gun. Woohoo!
I'm gonna get recruited.
But the hat's working because the picture wasn't super great to start with. So.
So
That's incredible.
do I see Carly's ship or any kind of
As you get
recruitment
onto the
stuff?
docks, with Astride sort of nipping at your heels, going, "Wait, do you want to set this up? What are you doing?" As you enter the docks, sort of looking around with your bear traps, you can
And my
notice.
guard gnome in this hand, bear traps on this.
Amanda, roll perception.
Okay.
And roll perception. Let's roll investigation because you're trying to figure out which one is the
14.
for investigation. Okay, and you
Wait.
roll perception.
Oh, no,
I have
for
a perception.
Your
perception.
perception, Amanda.
What should I do?
What are you doing? Are you?
I'm
helping
catching
them?
up to them.
11.
Just
Roll perception.
Wait, I just got an 11.
20,
A
but
20.
not natural.
That's fine. So you got an 11. All right. So you, Alex, cannot discern for yourself which of these
Jesus.
goddamn ships is the wave dancer or which of these damn pirate people is Captain Carla. Everybody looks the fucking same here. It's all just ship people that drive their damn
I want to
ships.
shout Captain Carla.
Okay. So, Amanda, one of the things that you notice is a female Tiefling who is being, like, basically heavily questioned by police. Looks like she just arrived off of a boat.
Okay.
There aren't many Tieflings in town you haven't seen. There aren't really many that you
Does
ever
she look like the picture?
Oh,
No.
shit.
close. And she's like, whoa, and she's trying to, like, she has her hands up kind of like, not like, oh my god, hands up, but like this, like trying to explain, and don't seem to be having
Let
it.
her
And you
take
see
the
it's
fall.
only a couple of minutes before they
Yeah.
grab her and start like arresting her, and she's just sort of like
That's fine.
pleading
I'm
with
off the
them.
hook.
Yeah, it looks like she's some sort of scholar or something.
Yeah,
They pick her up
She
and
looks
start-
just like that person I wanted.
Did she drop anything?
Yes, a small book drops out of her.
I want to pick it up.
Okay.
What is it?
It is the Magic and Times
Magazine.
of Brune.
Is that? I assume that's her spell book.
It's not a spell book.
It's not a spell book.
It's not a spell book. It is a book. From just sort of like glancing at it real quick, it looks to be a book about various different magics that are used and employed throughout the eras in Brune, which is the continent across the way. Specifically, a lot about runes, as runes are what a lot of the Vikings use. They put it on their weapons, and they can just like boss smash the shit out of things. So. That's what you notice. Jeff, were you doing investigation to help find something? What were you doing?
I was just catching up to them. I'm kind of just going along.
Alright,
with
so
their
you
ride.
also noticed this woman get arrested who seemingly looked like a little bit like her.
Well, that's just a shame.
Alex, you don't know, so you just started, Captain Carla! Captain Carla! And one of the guards goes, excuse me, sir.
Yeah?
Now, if you're looking for someone, that's fine, but please refrain from yelling loudly here in Stillport. It can upset a couple people.
What about talking really loudly?
Well,
Like for Captain Carla?
you could maybe try to control your voice. Hmm?
Huh?
We like peace and order here. in
Well,
this
sir, so
country.
your first thing is you reduced the magazine capacity to 10, and now you're telling me I don't have the freedom to speak?
One of these.
He's wearing the hat and everything. He's like,
Oh, am I being detained? Am I being detained?
Oh, go to www.I'm getting a stuck up.
I got the flag on my shoulder, the
Oh, yeah.
got...
Oh.
Never mind, sir.
Tourist. Sir, we like calm and orderly behavior here in Stillport. Alright?
We're like oppressive.
Did you put your hand on me? I saw him put his hand on him.
Hmm?
Chemtrails.
Talking to the guard?
No.
So are you looking for Captain Carla?
Oh, I am, sir.
And what is your business with our
I'm going to be
sage
recruited into her fleet.
Oh, you're looking to be a recruit, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I think you may be in luck.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a
He says
recruitment. There's a recruitment station right over there. I believe she's going to be heading out for another excursion soon to wipe out some of the nasty Vikings who are attempting to make their way here.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Bye.
Oh God.
So
I'm sorry. I follow Alex.
So you all head over there. You head over to this recruitment station, which is really just a desk with a guy sitting at it on the docks next to this large, beautiful boat. Not as huge as like a warship would be, and it's still made of wood, which is bizarre. A lot of boats here are like, modern boats, a lot of them because of my world. But some that are wooden boats, some that are whatever. But this one still looks like a pirate-ish sort of boat. And you can see that though it has some scratches and dings in it, it's not for a ship that she takes out and fights pirates with constantly, it doesn't seem that badly damaged at all. Beautifully designed with golds and silvers all along, and right at the front, at the helm of the ship, are two massive silver wings with the symbol of Astride, the massive sun, right on the front. And on these sails as well, as it is a sail, has sails on it. So sitting at the desk is this portly, bald man, clearly not Captain Carla, sitting here with a bunch of different people. You have about maybe 5 people in front of you lined up.
Can I try to butt a couple of them?
So you get up to one who's this pretty big guy, and you try to cut in front of him, and he's like, and he gets out of the way, and that kind of shocked you, and then right in front of you is this skinny, shitty, probably 16-year-old kid. You want to try to cut in front of him too?
Yeah.
So you start cutting in front of him, and he goes, "Hey man, back off!" And he pushes you, and he's like, "I'm gonna get on that ship."
I'm gonna push him.
Okay, roll strength. Actually, if this is a push, yeah, I think you're gonna roll strength, and then, or athletics. Do athletics, and I'll roll athletics against you.
15.
15?
Yeah.
I did not. So you just push him, and he goes, "If you think you're gonna beat," and you push him right into the water as he just goes over. And then the big guy goes, "Oh no!" and starts reaching down to try to get him.
And then there were 3.
And the guy at the desk is like, "Ugh." And then there's 3 in front of you. So the next guy,
I want to tap him on the right shoulder and slip in front of him from the left side.
roll
Stealth?
roll sleight of hand. Yeah.
Oh shit. 12.
So as he turns around, "Hey," and he grabs you from your shoulder and
I just want to do a spin move and look forward again.
What the fuck? And he's going to attempt to grab you and throw you out of the line.
Can I knee him in the nuts?
He's grabbing you from behind, bear hugging you.
Bear traps. I want to plant my feet around his ankles so he drops me.
You're gonna.
You
So
know
he
when you get a
grabs
bear
you,
hug,
you're gonna
you lock the legs.
Yeah. All right. Roll for strength.
Fuck. 5.
Nope. So you he just goes and throws you. And you're like, "Huh!" This guy's definitely is a sailor who's used to
He has Popeye arms.
He's got Popeye arms. Yeah, and you kind of
Bear traps is
around his neck.
So you guys are watching this.
I'm just okay.
So he just threw you to the ground. He goes, "Fuck off," then, and stands back in the line.
I want to go up behind him and get really uncomfortably close to him and start breathing on his neck.
Are there a lot of people around us watching?
Yeah, it's a very busy day. Not only are there a lot of people around you, actually, you rolled kind of high for perception, right? There's
14.
There's a lot of guards and some actual military, big military boats
Okay.
that are out now. After what you guys did, there are a lot of people that seem to be. It looks like a lot of the military guys are checking everybody who comes in or out of the town. So you get really close and start breathing on his neck. He turns around and goes, "The fuck is your problem?" and pushes you.
Hey man, don't do that.
Well, stop breathing down my neck.
Then let me get in front of you.
No.
I can't breathe on you when I'm in front of you.
Fuck off. And he turns back around.
I don't know what to do. I want to pinch his shoulder.
Pinch his shoulder. He turns around and goes to punch you right in the face.
I want to slide out of the way.
Alright, I want you to roll dexterity.
What'd you get?
6 plus. Come on. 11.
11 total.
Yeah.
Well, he punched you right in the face.
I want to draw him in the right eye socket.
He does 3 damage to you.
Okay.
I punched you in the face, and then you punched him in the face.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll to hit.
Unarmed. Wow, these are shitty fucking rolls. 10.
10.
Yeah.
Nah, probably doesn't even hit him. You go to hit him, and he just like kind of whacks out of the way and goes to slug you again. And that's when you hear like a whistle being blown, and you both kind of stop. And he goes, and he kind of like backs up, and you see a guard come over and go, "Is there fighting going on here?"
Sir, he was talking badly about Astride.
And he goes, "That's a liar! I didn't say anything about our Lord Astride. He's a liar."
Craven.
And he's like, "It's all right, Carl. Relax. What's your name, sir?"
I'm Alex.
Alex, huh? Out of town?
Yeah.
Yeah, out of town. Okay. And what brings you here?
I want to fight the Sea Hag on the ships of Captain Carla.
Right. Okay. That's excellent. You mind taking off the glasses for me?
Yeah, of course. I want to take off my glasses and make my eyes real squinty.
All right. Well, as long as you boys just sort of keep it down, then I think you can. And as he turns around, you can see a like military now coming over, different outfit, different sort of set of person. Whereas the guards have like the chainmail with the cloth over them, the military have like plate armor with the symbol of Astride, and one of them is.
As he's turned out, I want to bolt out the other way.
You just want to run?
Yeah.
All right. So you just start running.
And then we were at a distance, so we're just watching
just
this.
watch.
So he starts running, and you hear "stop" as the soldier starts chasing after you.
Mm-hmm.
Other guards are now starting to just catch on to this as you're just. So why don't you go ahead and roll dexterity to see how well you're running away from them, or with the speed? Yeah, dexterity just for straight sprinting.
Or athletics.
Athletics if he runs into anything that he
I'd
needs
be
to hop
hoping,
over, or
So 15.
For acrobatics, would that be 15?
Yeah,
Alright, that's pretty good. So, they don't catch up to you, but some of them are catching up to you. And as you're running, there appears to be, there's some shit in your way, so you're kind of like getting out of the way of people.
I want to start shedding layers, like taking off the hat, the glasses, and throwing them in trash cans.
So you just, as you're just
Because they're looking for a guy with a hat and a blue shirt. And
They're looking for you, though, underneath that.
So you start stripping all of this. It's him! And running. And I want you to go ahead and roll acrobatics to try to dodge through all of the people that are in your way. Some of which are guards that are in front of you. Some of which are average people.
12.
12. All right. So you one of the guards is able to sort of grab your arm and he's like, "Hey!"
I want to elbow him in the face.
Okay. So roll for strength.
Do you think I'd be able to discreetly cast Plague of Insects between, like, right at Alex's tail end?
Roll sleight of hand.
11.
It would be sleight of hand for that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let this play out.
So you poof, and you bash him in the face. You notice that this is not a guard. This is actually a soldier, and his grip stays steadfast. And he just boom and goes to punch you right in the face with a gauntlet in
I'm
hand.
trying to dodge it.
Okay, go ahead, or let me see if I. He rolls a 7 to hit you.
Doesn't hit.
Okay, so
I want to stomp on his toes.
You stomp on his metal boot.
He has a metal boot.
Yeah, brother, and plays in plate mail. The
No,
military is out because the
No,
mayor is
then
gone.
I'll knee him in the nuts, son.
Okay.
15. What am I rolling for? Strength?
Strength.
20.
20. So you, as you hit, you can feel there was like a little bit of chainmail hanging down, but that didn't protect his actual, which under there is cloth. So he just and he just kind of drops. At this point, the other guards are catching right up to you.
I'm running. As soon
Okay.
as he lets go of that grip.
Did you want to?
No. I'm looking at Astrid.
So.
I want to start
I'm gonna
walking
get-
past him.
yeah.
Like walking
I'm
behind
gonna
him.
watch to make sure.
You have.
He doesn't get too locked up.
I believe I have the town in here somewhere.
What kind of soil are we on? Is it a dock?
The docks are just soiled. There's a lot of asphalt for the actual streets, like normal.
Are we in an alleyway, or is he in an alleyway?
Nope, he's right on the docks. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this map out for you because we're doing a little bit of chasing Alex.
So the ground is gravel here. That's what I was.
But he's on wood.
Well, no, he's on like wood.
I
Right
picture
now.
I would start running toward.
You're here. You're here.
I picture I would be running to the alleys.
You are, you're basically, you started right here, so you're running, this is the closest street to you. Left is towards the Fat Fish Inn and the military district. Right is towards the beach and the rest of the town. Straight ahead is towards where the cemetery is. This is a main street. Here you can cut through some alleyways right here into the fish market, which is sort of a busy area, lots of people. So you start running in which direction?
If I were to
There's also a
manipulate
warehouse district.
your
Right there.
portal, could I destroy it, or is that something only you can do?
Yeah. What do you want to do?
I want to run to the
the
clothes
shopkeeper.
store, break the door open, jump through the portal, and destroy it from the
On the other side?
mausoleum side.
Yeah.
So I want to
make
make.
confirm that at a game, Evan, just so
What?
he doesn't screw himself.
I'm gonna run to the
In-
suit store.
If in my consideration, if you break the seal, it's useless. So if you go,
But I
but you
forgot.
never broke the seal, it's
No.
still there. So if you hop through that,
That's the
and then
next
on the
one.
other side, which is
Start-
what you're saying,
yeah,
like
yeah.
scratch it, it'll work.
Okay,
It'll-
so
it'll
that's.
work.
I'm making my way to the costume store or the
Really not- yeah,
suit
completely.
store.
That's
Yeah,
actually
nothing.
pretty smart, yeah. So you're on this side. The costume store was over here, I believe. So you're going to have to cut through. Yeah, on your left, warehouse district, fish packing plant. On your right,
Where was the hotel? I thought that was the.
that's the Fat Fish.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah,
yeah.
so it's straight. They'll see you, right? Because it's a nice
Yeah.
clear street. But to the left is warehouse. To the right is fish market. Straight ahead is the power plant. What would you like to do?
And you said the cost.
Costume store is like over here.
All right, so I'll run straight to get into these alleyways and then dart right.
Okay, so you cut into the open air fish market. The guards are starting to yell. You can hear.
Do I have explosive devices or anything? No, right?
I don't think you have any. I don't think you ever bought any.
No, never grenades or anything. Okay.
No.
I was just thinking all that.
So as you're running, I want you to roll perception.
What was my perception? 10? 11.
11?
Yeah.
So as you're running, you're kind of looking back, and someone is rolling in front of you a fish cart, cooked fish, and you're just like, fuck, and you just eat shit over the fish cart and slam, and he's got a bunch of he's basically making fried fish, so he's got all this bubbling oil and shit, and he's like, oh, watch where you're going, and he
How
just
close are the soldiers?
right there.
I want to take that bowl and splash it on the soldiers.
Oh no.
Okay, so you don't roll for anything. Okay, actually roll to hit, I guess, with advantage
Fuck.
because it's like a big splash. With advantage, roll again.
Oh. 7.
Plus.
What do I use?
Oh,
Unarmed?
unarmed maybe.
Plus 5, I think. No,
Actually,
plus 7.
do you have Tavern Brawler?
No.
No, that's what
So
this would have.
This is a total of 14.
So you,
Ah,
you-
damn, I
you-
didn't get that shit.
one of them goes fuck and just raises his shield. The other one just into his face as he and the fish guy goes my fish oil, and the other one's like motherfucker and just smashes. This is one of the soldiers just boom smashes the cart as you're like oh fuck, and you keep fucking running. A couple of the guards go over to start helping their buddy because they're like oh my god. The guards stop. The soldiers do not. The soldiers are like and charging. You have maybe like 5 of them on your tail, and there are as you start making way.
I
to the
could
fish
start
market,
firing my gun behind me just so they're more cautious, like slow down a little bit.
if you would like to do that.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people around you. You would actually, I was gonna say, go ahead and roll.
Like in the ground behind me, I could
Each one, boom, boom,
Yeah.
start firing off.
so that they take cover
Okay,
behind
so
alleys
you
and shit.
you as you're trying to fucking there's people in the way, you go fucking boom 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 and start firing. People all fucking start screaming and ducking and running. They don't know where, like the ones immediately around you know where the gunshots came from, and they're like running away from you. The guards are like gun firearm, and you hear
as some of them start firing off at you. You're like, oh my god! And some of the bullets, and you see some of the people are getting hit, and they're just like, boom, boom, and they're civilian down, acceptable, and they just keep fucking chasing after you. In front of you are a couple of carts that sort of go like leading up towards some of the actual. Let's see, boom.
What happened?
So you see their buildings and shit? Mm-hmm. There's like some carts that can lead up to one of the building rooftops. There's also like quick cuts through the alleyway. Which would you like to take? Or do you just want to kind of run through the streets?
I guess I could try to can I make my way from the rooftops, or will I have to like jump across the street to get to the other side?
For what? If you get to the rooftop?
Yeah.
So if you got to the rooftop, you would have to jump across the street just to get to the other side, or jump across the rooftops.
I'll take the shortcuts then.
Okay. So I want you to go ahead and roll perception.
10.
10. All right. So you're and as they're boom, 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 firing off at you, one of the people gets like hit and falls directly into you, just boom, and like kind of knocking you sort of prone. Roll acrobatics to try to.
17 plus 9.
So they knock into you, you fall, roll, you're back up and running, and that person is like they just holes in their chest from the soldiers, and the soldier runs right over, like as you get up and run, the soldier hops right over them and is like, let Astride sort them out, and they just keep fucking following you. You cut your way through the street and you run out into the busy street. So to run straight across the street, I want you to go ahead and roll acrobatics to not get hit by a car.
I'm gonna redo that. 22.
Fuck. So you're running. One of the cars just kind of goes right past you. A truck just like starts
23
skidding.
actually.
Awesome. One of the trucks starts like skidding and it's rolling sideways, and as it turns sideways, you see it kind of tip and like and just spills out a bunch of fish and shit everywhere. And you just sort of run around it as it's crashing next to you. One of the cars stops and slams into the truck. You jump onto that, hop over, and skid across, and are on the other side of the street, no problem. This caused a big problem for the soldiers that now have to go around it.
Awesome.
You now bought yourself some time and a brief window of not being seen. So, look on the map, where do you want to go next? You have a street to your right.
This is a store, right? I'm going to the store.
This store is right here. So, this is like just open area, sort of like grass kind of area you can run across, or go along the streets.
I could go along these alleyways back here.
Okay,
like
this is
houses.
like tenement building or a poor district. It's like really tight housing.
Mm-hmm.
That's to your left. Open street to your right. Grass straight in the middle. What was it?
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I'll hug the alleyways of these buildings just to make it a little. So I'm not in the middle of a field.
Okay. As you're running through the street, you see another maybe like 2 or 3 guards that are up and to your left start running.
I'm on this side of the houses. By the way.
Okay, yeah.
Like hugging them.
Then you see them like on this corner start running. They can see you, and they start running. They're going to try to cut you off in here.
Then I'll just cut across the field. Then.
All right, so you're just fucking
See
sprinting straight. I guess this will be athletics, yeah, because just. I think that would be dexterity, but I guess. Oh, is that a 1?
But plus, yeah. Do I do my modifier?
Is that a 1 or a 7? Oh, that's a 1. Yeah.
Then it's a
athletics.
10.
All right, not bad. But it is a crit or a
Crit fail.
Crit fail. That's what a 1 is. So as you're fucking running, your foot goes right into a gopher hole. And you boom, and just kind of slam. You're like, fuck. And this time,
I'm gonna fire in the air, like around them.
One of the guards is running straight towards you. He has his sidearm out. Another one has a mace and a shield. Another one has like a sword. Mm-hmm. And you fucking sit up. You want to fire at them or just in the air?
Like at them. I'm not shooting to kill. I'm shooting so they fucking take cover instead of.
So just roll a d20 straight up.
Are you still aiming
11
for the
plus
sword?
9 if you want it. Roll the hit.
You're still aiming for the
Yeah.
sword?
All right, so you boom, 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 and you're just trying to kind of scare them. You don't even care about killing them. All right, so you boom, 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 and one of them, as you just fire off wildly, one of them fucking gets hit in the shoulder. The other ones are like boom, 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 and starting to fire off at you. Does a 15 hit you?
I'm 17.
Awesome. So, as it just kind of pings off of the steel plate on your arm, and you're fuck as you get up and start hauling ass again. You make it across the field. You there's a back door to the store, just like a wooden door, kind of like that.
Yeah.
And then you remember how to get him to the front. But
Yeah.
That's all you see right now. Back
Yeah, I guess
door.
I'm gonna charge full speed into the wooden door.
Okay. Roll for strength, I guess.
17 plus 5, 22.
Boom! The whole door comes off of its hinges as you kind of slide, getting up with bullets kind of flying through. The soldiers have caught up at this point and are behind there with the guards. And they're and just kind of firing automatic fire through the doorway. So you're just like,
I'm gonna just jump into the portal.
Alright, so you jump down. The portal is kind of
I'm picturing on the floor of the main lobby.
yeah, so you start crawling towards it as they're just destroying the store. And they're like, "For the might of Astride!" as they're just annihilating it. And you're like, fuck! And you boom, and slip through it, and you pop out like,
I want to start covering that shit.
start covering up. The banshee was singing, stops and looks at you. The zombies are still just sort of, actually the zombies are all staring at the mayor as they want to eat him, and he's just crying. And you're just like, and start scrubbing it. It's not washing off. You can't wash it off, so what are you doing to get rid of it?
I'll just start shooting at it.
Okay, boom, boom, now that, because you're
Okay.
destroying the actual ground that it's on, you can see that it starts, glowing, and you can almost, through the thing, it almost acts like a window, and you can hear, and you boom, boom, and kind of fire, and it is completely null and void. So they were
You're
getting
about to be
close.
upset.
I want to run up to the mayor.
He's about to be upset.
My plan.
I want to run up to the mayor and pat him down, see if I can find a cell phone or some type of communicator.
Well, yeah, for headsets.
No.
Alright, so you pat him down, and as you do, you can indeed
I want to
find a,
flip it
a
open
small flip phone. Yeah.
and see if I can find any contacts that would either be related to their guards or even the priest if he does have that.
There is his head of security for his specific unit.
Mm-hmm.
There is, I would say captain of the guard. You can definitely hear. Hold on, let me get their name. Bum-bum-bum.
The mayor's office was attacked and he disappeared. He gets attacked.
So,
and
Brenda-
leave him alone.
Grenda Took, captain of the guard.
Alright, I want to grab the guard by the neck, the mayor, and hold him up to the wall and say that if you want a chance to live, you're gonna call off your guards for the three individuals that they're searching for.
No, what are being searched for? Oh, I'm sorry, you're right.
On the wanted poster.
What do you want me to say?
I'm gonna punch him in the solar plexus. So tell the guards to stop looking for the three wanted men, and tell can he have the power to tell the military get the fuck out of here?
I don't know.
And give it a try. Yeah.
So you
I could try to intimidate him.
to call off the manhunt?
Yes.
Oh, he's gonna do whatever you say.
Yeah.
He just wants to know because he's terrified right now. You took his eyes.
Yeah.
You don't need any more intimidation. You held him down and took his eyes out of his face.
Call off the manhunt and pardon me for the crimes that you think I've committed.
Okay. Okay, absolutely. Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna start dialing the phone for whatever Captain Took.
And you'll let me go?
Yeah. If you let me go, I'm gonna let you go.
The banshee is sitting there staring.
I'm gonna give her a wink and then rub my chest a little bit.
What is that?
She winks at you and laughs at the fact that she has the mayor's eyes. So the phone answers.
Rub my nipples on it, so.
Oh.
Captain Took, who is this? And he's like, hey, Greta, it's me. It's me. I'm calling because he wants me to tell you to call off the manhunt. That you have to call it off. Oh, you have to call it off or they're going to kill me, okay?
My hand's around his throat, by the way, so if he says something I don't like, I can...
They'll kill me if you don't call it off, alright? You have to take out the wanted posters and pull all your men back from the city itself.
He can't have eyes. I'll give him a thumbs up, he doesn't have eyes.
Oh my god.
And Granny goes, "You know that I cannot do that, Mayor." "Oh, Granny, he will fucking kill me." It's like, "Where are you? Is he there? May I speak to him?" "She wants to talk to you."
I'm gonna take the phone and say hello.
"All right. Where are you keeping him?"
I'm not gonna tell you that.
"Well then, what are your demands?"
Just pardon me and my crew of all charges and stop the manhunt.
This is bad. This is real
"We
bad.
cannot do that. We have laws here."
Well, your laws is gonna get your mayor killed.
No. We do not have to be rash. Tell us, is there anything else you desire, anything that you wish? We cannot let you walk freely within our city, pardoned for the crimes that you have committed. I
Well-
assume the nobleman's party, that was you as well?
You have less than an hour to remove all the wanted posters and call off the manhunt, or your mayor's head's gonna be somewhere in the city.
All right.
I'm gonna hang up from there.
Oh, see. Oh, God, Granny, no! Oh, God!
Don't worry, I'm gonna take good care of you, mayor.
I don't believe you!
Why don't you believe me?
So, you two.
Yo.
So that happened.
I don't think you guys know that happened.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know that.
So him running off as you guys just let it happen. Where he was starting the fight, you can see from the ship has come down what appears to be a young woman, ruffled, short brown hair, piratey clothes with two large pistols on her hip holsters. Coming down, starts to speak with some of the guards and the soldiers. Starts kind of looking around and continue to speak, and it appears to be Captain Carla.
Let's go back.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck about Captain Carla.
Not yet. We will, but we have smaller fish to fry.
So you want to go back and
Follow the wake of destruction that Alex
Or
has
you
left.
could just beep, Alex, where are you?
Yeah, wait, can we be
So, yes, you can now that you have it.
Beep beep.
How are you?
I just barely made it out alive.
Where did you go?
I'm back at the mausoleum.
Did you leave them back?
Well, I don't say that. I don't say I'm back at the mausoleum.
I'm back at base.
You already did.
I'm back at the
You already said it.
Mausoleum.
Wherever you are.
north of the city.
You think we're being
It's
wasted?
just
Like there's two mausoleums. Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
Do you think they followed you?
No, but now the mayor knows where you are.
Is that why the floor's so cold?
I'm gonna cut out your tongue if you ever repeat what I just said.
I will never repeat another thing you say.
So I kind of am using the hostage to leverage the guard and the military. I told them to call off the hunt on us.
There is now a helicopter.
That sounds very successful. We'll try to like I look around.
As you walk across the street, you see the destroyed truck with all the fish. You see several dead people in the streets.
How many people did you take out?
I didn't take.
There are a lot. There are dead civilians. I mean,
There are
well done, but damn.
there are soldiers now covering the bodies in
This
sheets.
looks like something really bad happened.
No, that was the soldiers. They don't care at all about
Well, whatever. I
casualties.
commend your work, but you left a wake of destruction.
They're gonna put these bodies on me.
Well,
There is a journalist questioning a soldier not too far if you want to listen, but if not, that's fine.
You can just tell by the caliber of the bullet that they're not mine.
regardless, we'll try to get back to you
Check
soon.
No one's gonna check.
You want to try to like duck into like a garage or something?
Oh wait,
Maybe
I have to
another
go.
portal?
I have to go
But he
meet.
messed up the one
Yeah, you
back
can't
in
get
the
back
line.
Oh shit, you're
You
right.
can't
I was
go-
thinking it the other way around.
Yeah.
I have to go meet. You
You never
could make
burned
another
down
one.
the shout.
No, no.
Yeah. Pretty fucked now though.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I have to go take out that orc.
We'll
What
try-
time is it?
Probably around 4 o'clock.
What time is it?
Getting close to be around 3 or 4. You guys can wait out the rest if
We'll
you want to
try-
get to the mausoleum.
We'll try to take our time. I always look at my watch in game time. We'll try to get around the city and make our way towards the graveyard, but it's kind of gridlocked right now. So we'll try to make our way there.
Well, they already found the tiefling that they were looking for.
That's true.
Oh, I should have been like, you've got my partner on the docks.
Anyway, we'll try to get
Next time I talk to them.
lay low and call us immediately.
Who'd they get?
A random tiefling.
Oh. Oh, God. Okay.
You're not gonna get anything from her.
You're gonna have to torture her a lot in order to get her answers.
Get in touch with us immediately if anybody starts
Calls me back. I hung up on them last.
Wait.
Oh yeah, I've been
called
talking. Yeah, I've been talking to the guards in the military. They're real pissed off with me.
Do you think they could trace the call?
No, this doesn't. This is a old world technology, right? It's like a speaker and
It's like a flip phone.
Break the phone.
Alright, I'll remove the battery.
No, they won't be able to track you. No, my phone, no. They can't.
Destroy the phone immediately, Alex. We'll be there as soon as we can. Jesus Christ. Cuts off. We have a situation.
I heard.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take out the battery. So. It's,
Oh yeah.
So oh wait, so what? I'm gonna write down the number first and then take out the battery.
Okay.
Number.
Granda Took's number?
Yeah.
The Captain of the Guard?
Yeah.
Captain Took. Okay. So.
Do we have cell phones that these earpieces are hooked up to, or is that just
No,
like
it's
radio?
just the earpieces. You press them. They're connected to each other.
Okay,
That's
that's
it.
what I
Like they're
thought.
on
Yeah,
both
could
ends.
anyone hear what we're saying though? Like, okay.
I want to start making our way
Not as far as you know.
north as inconspicuously as we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go
So you
back.
start making your way north, kind of looking at all the cast. Oh my goodness! Oh my gosh! What's going on? You're eventually through the worst of it. A lot of it you can't even really get near. They're like, "Oh, sorry guys, back up. You're gonna have to back up. We had a terrorist attack. You're gonna have to get back up out of here." I'm like,
I got like
We had a
30
chemical leak.
30 more minutes.
yeah, don't worry. We're near the end. So you're able to get back to the mausoleum itself. Do you guys want to wait it out until around 5 o'clock?
Yeah.
We gotta set up, right?
Yeah, that's real quick though. Jeff can do his Minecraft power,
Okay.
and then
So
his
you mold
Lego power.
Right, like the front, like right outside the front door of the mausoleum.
No, I'm picturing like in the middle, maybe on a hill where you can make the gnome like on top of the hill, like the highest point of the cemetery.
Okay. Small, it's basically a small hill with like a large tree.
Can I make myself like a makeshift ghillie suit, like with either a cloak or a blanket with some leaves on the ground, and just throw that all on top of me like a hood?
Sure.
Okay.
Probably take you
That way I can lay
a
low and
couple
watch.
hours, I guess.
A couple hours.
So you do arts and crafts.
I mean, fucking sitting there stitching them together. What are you even putting them together
you
with?
just attach them
To what?
to the lining of like whatever jacket or cloth I
To
have.
the ghillie.
All right, well, sitting there tediously doing it so that it's layered enough to actually look.
Oh no,
like
I'm not,
right.
it's not gonna look good. Whatever, I don't fucking care.
You do arts and crafts, I'll set up.
All right,
Okay.
you'll get as far as you'll get.
Okay.
How's that? And then it'll be kind of
Alright,
refined.
so I want to Sharpie up yours on the back of the gnome and stick them on top of the hill. And at the base of the hill, I'm going to Minecraft up a big block of dirt. And I guess we
You don't
can-
even have to pick it up. You can just
Oh, that's
you
true.
like dig it
So
deeper down.
I Minecraft it to the side. And
Deeper down, he says. God wants you to do
and we
deeper
put bear
down.
traps. That's what we're doing.
There are bear traps.
Jesus.
Yeah, that sounds good. Bear traps.
Alright, bear traps, and then can we get the illusion over that?
Yeah.
And an apple pie.
I'm gonna cast. What was it? Hallucinatory terrain.
Okay.
That's the only thing that's changed.
So now it looks like a moving gnome, putting flowers on a
I
grave
can't find it now.
above a pit of bear traps.
Okay.
Where is it?
So
Grandma.
are you moving it? Did you cast it?
That's the most horrifying thing I've ever seen.
No wonder this guy wants it dead.
This is a nightmare.
This is the guy that banged his wife. You remember that's why?
He's got so much game.
So,
This is hard.
is he animated?
I can control him.
For how long?
Well, I figured we do the 10 minutes like as it's getting closer.
Okay, so
We're just when we
He's
see
just
him.
shut down when the
What's
orc
the-
shows up.
it's basically around 5 o'clock.
Once I see him, I'm gonna fall
Alright.
at him.
So you're waiting in the cemetery. Where are you waiting? So that you're hidden, or?
I guess like
I'm in a bush.
Alex spent the better part of the 2 hours that you had putting leaves and shit on his
on a jacket.
on a jacket, on one of the cloaks or something. That
is
you
there any
stole.
bush or like trees near the mausoleum I can sit in?
Yeah, sure. There's a lot of trees actually within the area.
Well, I'll climb up, or if it's ground level.
The roof of the mausoleum itself it has like some concrete things you can hide behind and look behind if you want. But whatever.
I want to hide any plantation around.
Okay.
I guess I'll be inside with the door slightly cracked so I can see
peek it
through.
out. So you all wait. 5 o'clock arrives.
And he doesn't show.
He doesn't show. 10 minutes passed with nothing. Calm 30 minutes have passed. Just the sounds of the city.
The garden gnome's just standing up there waiting.
About an hour passes, and an hour and a half. Now the sun will be down pretty soon.
We're gonna have to kill this man on principle. He backed out on our deal.
I want to call Vaughn or my contact.
Vander.
And he
Vander.
paid them.
Okay.
I'm telling you,
What are you calling them with?
I guess a married phone.
Okay. So you plug the battery back in.
Jesus. Alex.
I mean,
you do you. I'm hiding in my bush like a jackass. I can't control you.
I don't want to ruin our hideout until we have all the cooks in the kitchen. So I guess I'll wait a little longer.
Okay. You wait another 2 hours. The sun is going down. It is
No.
The moon has come up.
Now
That's
I
what
want
I
to
just
kill
said.
this man.
And long ago, somebody left with the
He's going to
So
distance.
the gnome is still standing. And the
gun.
pit is still cold.
So, what do? He never showed up.
I'm calling this motherfucker.
Call
So you plug in the phone,
him. Yeah.
call. You hear
Make a. Oh wait, where would we go? Never mind.
it rings for a while, No answer. Your contact is not answering.
No. They're all to us.
Did I exchange information with the orc?
With him?
No, he said meet me back in the fat fish.
I want to call it fat fish. Can I like?
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good
Call it
idea.
fat fish. Alright. So, you're.
Hello. I have information about the sea hag. If you give the phone to Vander. Oh, I mean, what's the orc's name? I can look it up. Mule.
Daniel Mule.
If you give the phone to Mule.
Oh, I haven't seen Mule in a while.
Oh, it looks like you don't get information. I want to talk to Mule.
How do you know her? Please, I've got to know.
There is a
She
hidden.
wants me.
There's a hidden passage in the in the Nautica Museum. Nautical Museum.
What part?
I'm not gonna give you which part, but I'll tell you that if you enter this passage, it'll take you to the cave of the sea hag. Now, if you see Mule, tell him to pay up on his job, or there will be consequences.
Alright. I usually don't tell nobody about Mule's business. But I think he got picked up by the guards. Him and that Toss fella.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the guards have been cracking down on everybody.
Alright, well, happy hunting. I wanna hang up.
Where are they?
They're probably at the guard station.
Prison.
Prison.
There's a police station barracks that's usually in Henlet. That's where they were taking people.
Oh.
There's like a jail in there, yeah.
Jailbreak part 2.
Maybe we should, so we'll leave the gnome out here. Maybe we should,
Oh, yours.
The moon.
maybe we should just tell the Banshee that we can't get the hands. Because I don't feel like breaking out someone out of prison.
We don't have to break him out.
What do we have to do?
I mean, if you want, we can bring her along and have a take 2 of what we just did.
That almost killed our entire crew.
Well, we can sit outside this time.
Throw it like a bomb.
Banshee bomb.
What was that?
What the fuck?
I mean, we could.
Yeah, throw it into the yard of the prison.
I can do that, but soldiers and guards.
Oh, is she up here?
She's in the mausoleum.
Yeah, I guess we're back in the
Okay.
mausoleum.
You're in there, right? You're talking? You're in the mausoleum.
Yeah, I'm at the front door though.
Yeah.
So she's up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
She's right next to
us.
it.
Yeah, we make a portal too.
Yeah, she's kind of,
Okay,
she's
yeah.
in the graveyard.
I remake my portal in the basement, too.
I can do that, but the guards are hardier people. The soldiers even more. More of them will be able
We
to
might have
exist.
to relocate. Because it's the
Well, it's
police
either
section
that
thing
or-
that we're wanted. The last thing
We
he
might
said
not
we
be
should
able to
do
get your
was
hands.
to go to the mausoleum.
Sure, can't have that. Alright,
You should tell Amanda
I
that.
think I can help you.
I said we have to relocate anyway. Because when they talked to the priest about the 3 men that are wanted, the last thing he sent us to do was go to the mausoleum.
You three have been pretty helpful to me. And I was going to give this as a reward for bringing me the priest and finally letting me get my vengeance, but if it'll help, then I'll show you something. Come back to the mausoleum.
And she floats right through the ceiling or whatever, through the walls. You guys circle back to the mausoleum, and
Grab my trash bag.
her room, she goes right through. There was a wooden door within the room. You can kind of open it and go further down, steps going down into the mausoleum. As she leads you further, a couple of lefts and rights. It's pretty big. It's probably like a 3-story structure underneath, and you can see it's full of where they're still burying people. Over 200 years worth.
This is creepy.
People.
Yes. Well, it gets a little stranger.
And she leads you to
Well,
a sort
not
of
only told me
abandoned
that,
looking, an
I was
abandoned
dressed in
looking
a zebra
spot
costume.
where there was like a locked gate. She just kind of blasts it open as you float through, or she floats through and you guys follow. And she leads you to what appears to be like a large, plywood sort of thing, like wall. And she goes,
Just remove that.
I'm gonna tear it down.
so you, and in front of you is a broken part of the wall. And as you peer in, you see this like a cave going further.
I'm gonna take out my light.
Take out your light. She goes,
Oh, you don't need that.
and she kind of glides her finger down one of the walls, and she starts kind of muttering to herself. And you see she reaches a certain rock, and she sort of says something else in Elven, and pushes it in. And the rock actually glows blue and pushes in, and you see this blue light kind of along the wall, almost like a guiding sort of line. It stays there, illuminating. And it reaches, as you can see, the cave goes further back, and it goes onto the floor, goes up, reaches the ceiling, and goes and spreads out into a couple of different lines going into different tunnels.
Apparently, when this city was old, or when this city was new, hundreds of years ago, a lot of the pirates and whatnot used this. They can get all around the city this way. Different areas open up underground, and it can lead you into different parts of the sewer system.
Fast
That can
travel.
lead you into different.
You basically now have fast travel into the city, into various different parts and areas. She goes,
One of these even leads right to City Hall. One of them leads to the church.
it's basically where a lot of the major water leads to. That's where this can lead you into. The water treatment plant, the military base itself, the police barracks is one of them. And that's usually where they throw people for jail.
It's like we're breaking them out of prison.
Next time on.
Yep. And so that is now laid out before you. We'll end it there.
Awesome. Next time on Evil Scumbags commit acts of terrorism.
When we were evil. Not bad, guys. Not bad.
I like it.
Alright. So now you must plot and plan as to how
In jail, you're trying to rescue a guy. Oh no, bro, we just need your hands.
Jeff, you could dress up like the mayor.
Why do you want to
okay.
dress up?
all.